Hello and welcome everyone back to Wands and Wizards. I am your headmaster for this game, August Schmidt, and with me are our Hogwarts students. Say hello, everybody.
Hello!
Hi. Hello. And welcome back.
Wands and Wizards!
This is the Nat 13's Wands and Wizards. This is a 5th edition based game of Dungeons and Dragons. We do not own any of this. This is just for fun. And we're so excited for anyone watching, and we hope you enjoy.
Please support us on Patreon.
Please support
Support us on Patreon.
And that's how we get sued, when we get any sort of money for this. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We do it for our high fantasy campaign.
High fantasy, we probably could actually.
Hey, gang! I am poor. I am single, but I don't want to mingle. No.
Last we left our students, mystery has evolved and grown. Upon sneaking out to the strange doorways that appear, finding that in fact they have changed, but being immediately attacked by wild, fiery creatures that burn the very hallway as they walk.
So done. I forgot about those.
Very close calls for all of our students, but of course, this was saw by a fellow student who, Charles Rosier, while not the best of intentions, definitely stabbed you all in the back. He reported you McGonagall and losing out on opportunities like extracurricular activities for a month and losing quite a few points for most of your houses.
Come on, guys.
As you all were able to continue, though, through, important information was gleaned from a lot of our characters, specifically about who could be behind these disappearing students.
It's definitely James.
We almost killed Chuck.
$10 on Jade. Okay.
Yeah.
As we all
Oh,
are
yeah, I
going
wasn't
into
there.
this,
Yeah.
we all
I forgot to tell her
greatest
use
accomplishment to
this
this campaign.
much, and she put the whole bottle in.
The house elves put the whole
She told the house elves. to do it,
Mara
but I didn't
having
know how
put
much.
Charles in St. Mungo's for the foreseeable future,
Good.
which could work to your advantage, though. I mean, as traumatizing as it is for a child,
The next Dark Lord.
you don't
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
deal
Invented the
with
next one.
people.
If
No,
they were
only
dead,
if
then
he
they
wakes
would
up.
have.
Jeez.
Hey!
But, of course, with all this going on, a lot of stuff. Learning is still going on, thankfully. Spells are being studied. Classes are being attended. Even though there's a lot of detention going on. But, unfortunately, what may be good or bad for some of our students, Graham has found his way into Slughorn's detention graces.
Yeah.
And able to glean information or not. What is interesting, though, and is going to be a bit strange, is last we left our students, Graham, you were walking down the corridors. It is late at night,
Oh no.
and as the moon in its crescent form over the castle, you saw a figure approach the Quidditch Stadium. And you know it must be where the door is, because as they felt along, saw someone opening it, triggering James's trap, and then immediately turning and staring in your direct direction. What do you do?
Please tell me you do the
Feck no! I'm gonna book into the common room.
Awesome. I need, let me make a
knowing you.
quick roll. As you run down the corridor, I need you to make me first a strength check.
Use your good dice.
No, we'll call this athletics. This is kind of an athletic run.
You
15.
That's not
15.
terrible.
Graham, you were, Slughorn's office is located on the, excuse me, he's not in the dungeon level because, again, he has found, like, other rooms. Because then he can
In the
host parties and
faculty
stuff,
area.
right? Faculty area. So you were actually on the 4th floor. That gives you 3 floors to get back, or excuse me, yes, 3 floors to get back to the Gryffindor common room. So you pass the first check. I do need now 2 more.
Just athletics checks.
This is pure athletic. This is like as how fast can you run?
Oh, nice.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 easily makes it. And now the final check.
13.
13.
It's like I get killed right outside the fat lady.
Yeah, right.
As you're running, you reach the fat lady's portrait. and as you're giving the password, you can't help but think you see a hooded figure rounding the corridor as you slam the common room door shut, though.
I'm gonna book it into the common room, see if I can find any of these guys.
Very quickly, you find James and Cody and Tate. They're just sitting, like, it's like that, kind of like doing homework, learning some new spells, of course, like kind of reading up, practicing. And you immediately run in and can confront any of these gentlemen.
Alright guys, we got a problem. Big problem.
What did you do this time?
Not me. As I was coming back from detention with Slughorn, passing big window, there's a guy at the Quidditch pitch. He was... he was feeling around, opened the door, set off your trap, but then he saw me.
Oh.
Aggressively sniffing.
Sniff the air.
And I'm pretty sure I just barely made it into the common room. I could have sworn I saw a hooded figure just out of the corner of my eye as I closed the door.
Do I smell anything?
Currently, no, you don't smell anything right now.
Alright, he's showered. I'm just kidding.
So he made a trap so that anybody who went into the door would trigger a rotten egg smell on them that only the person who set the trap can smell. Cool. And it will last for 3 days.
So this will last for a grand total of 3 days, and only James can smell it.
What time is this?
Right now, this is actually 9 o'clock. It has just reached technically curfew. Like, for the next hour, you're totally free to be in the common room, talk, do whatever. That's why, like, a lot of you would probably be, like, maybe out in the sofa areas. As much as the movies don't do a good job portraying it, in the books, like, common rooms are actually a big place, right? I mean, you gotta be able to hold as many students as you kind of want in that house. And so, a lot of people are here, like, but you can have your own little corner of couches. Right now, it is 9, so you know about until 9 o'clock. Oh, and this was Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is when you are going to then lose this smell. And to give you a better idea for everyone, right now we are in the month of February as we are going through this school year. This means for you gentlemen, your next Quidditch match is on the 26th.
I wish the actual school year went this fast.
I know, right? Your match is on the 26th. Right now, this is the 13th. You're about 2 weeks away.
Okay.
But again, 12th. So you have Sunday 13th, 14th, 15th until whatever happens.
Whatever we do, you guys cannot get in trouble anymore because we have to play Quidditch.
I know. But now, I don't think I should be alone anymore.
I would say, yeah, Cody, you in fact have been receiving a lot of the earful from your Captain Rose, because it's like, where are the other three? Like, why'd you let them go burn themselves in the middle of the night? And you can't tell her what happened.
It's not my fault they're stupid.
Yes. It's that, but like, you've been getting a lot of the earful. I will say, Tate agrees with you, though, Graham.
On the shenaniganery. Real.
Tate,
You just, like,
I mean,
I
he was
was home.
Yes. He was having some good alone time with his family. But, yes, Tate agrees with you, Graham, saying, right, you should, definitely not be alone, though, because you could be, I mean, you think they know your face, or just...
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw the hooded figure as I was closing the door to the common room. So they probably know what I look like.
And at least that you're Gryffindor. Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah, that's buddy
It's nice
system.
knowing you.
Buddy system.
So yeah.
He's so cute. His suggestion is buddy system. Meanwhile, the rest of us are like poison. Because
We
you're
only know each other who to poison.
The Gryffindors poison in groups. Like,
We just get together
You
and
hear synchronized
and kick 'em.
snapping.
It's
You
like
guys
one
run the other
other
way.
way. Sock party.
So,
Do
yeah.
you know,
Completely snapped.
like, was this just based on size? Was it a student? Was it
Still
faculty?
definitely faculty. Like, would have been a very large 7th year. Like, because, I mean,
Yeah.
even when you're about 17, you're not totally grown.
Unless
It's
you're a
easy
girl.
enough to
Yeah,
know
then you're-
it should have
Fully
been
grown
an
at, like,
adult.
15.
Definitely.
I was 13
So
when I
definitely
felt
adult.
them. It sucks.
So if we can get close to some of the faculty members,
grade.
You see,
You're not,
and you
like,
can
fully
smell
developed.
Tate
then
raised
we
hands
know
like,
who it is.
and we know it
I walked
can
in
only
together
be
and
someone
I had
who's
pluggies all
Zach's
that I was
teacher. because
It was
it's
on
only a teacher that knows about Zach's
I think I was
problem. Is that how we say it? Like, I
His
don't know.
condition.
Yeah.
Zach's condition.
Yeah, that makes it sound like he's got spatagroy. I mean, like,
Keep people guessing. Time of the month, Spatagroy. You don't know what I am.
right? Yeah, no.
no one knows
You
what
don't even
Zach
know what
is.
you are.
You don't even.
Technically, I do, but I'm not telling you.
That's fair. That's fair. But yes, you guys now have this information.
Unless you want it to be a business, but like
I
you're
will say,
11, leave me alone.
Right now it is the evening. I don't know if there's anything else students want to be doing right now. Any of our other students, like in this Saturday evening.
I know I was supposed to have an extra detention. When would that be?
That's going to be occurring. Where everyone else has finished their detentions, now on the 12th, Brigitte, you still have one more coming up next week on the 19th of February.
I will say it's been incredibly peaceful.
It's like
Yeah.
you don't notice it when you've got roommates, and it's like you are all friends. But Cody, you've been getting through a lot of homework right now. It's
I
been
am
like,
caught up on so much. I'm ahead in my classes
Yeah, it's like,
right
I'm
now.
very
like this is feeling really good. Like,
I don't
we can
really
fix
have to
that.
do
We can fix
much
that.
until the end of the year. No, I've been planning this out. Like,
you're like, oh, this is kind of nice.
like I have caught up on everything.
Can I make rolls to actually do a spell, please?
yes, you can be practicing spells.
Oh, I can't
Zach.
help her.
Well,
Because
unless
it's
you
after
wait until
curfew.
tomorrow, Zach, to practice with people, and that might help with
Hey,
you.
let's
I wanna
just
do one
say
thing
I can be
before bed.
really
Yes.
good at
I want to send
helping
a
people
letter
practice their
to Charles.
A
I
letter
have
to
some stuff now.
Charles.
Nice.
Oh, so you're gonna be the
What
target?
you wanted
It's
to
like last
say?
time I
I
volunteered
just
to be a
wanna,
target.
like,
I take
honestly,
guidance.
he doesn't know that I'm still hanging out with these guys because he's gone.
No. You cast guidance. I help.
That
'Cause then she
could
gets
be
advantage
true,
of
yeah.
guidance.
And so I wanted to
'Cause
just say, like,
unfortunately, I can't do
hey,
You
hope all
meddling
is well.
kids.
Like, really sorry about what happened. I honestly don't know anything about that.
Because honestly, he doesn't. Lonnie's the only one I told.
And I hope you get
Well,
better soon.
I probably
And
mentioned
then-
to you,
Maybe.
but
Yeah,
like,
something like that.
Like later, like guess what?
I just saw the guy that we
did?
called a scab pass to the ground. I'm like, someone did
Definitely.
something. You know?
well, Lonnie's
Definitely.
the only one who like
No.
has
James,
that
yeah,
verbal conversation.
As you're all getting ready for bed, and I will say it's that, like, now Graham quickly catching up on homework, having been in detention. James, you write out this letter to Charles and send it off. The next morning, it is a Sunday morning. This is a.
Wait,
I thought
speaking
he
of
was in
letters, could I have
coma.
sent mine as well?
Oh, yes. And what exactly did you want to say? Or is this too much of a secret?
Maybe I'll like try and text you at drive.
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
Say, no, can I have my sword back, please? It's been months.
Oh, you would have, yes, like, over the break, you would have gotten the sword back through classes. Again, though, this is something you do have to, like, reserve out of class. You're not just totally free to just, like, carry around everywhere. Well, because, like, teachers might say,
So I
like,
have a
are
piece of
you going to
stick that-
class? And then it's like, maybe?
I'm
And,
going
like,
to a class.
like, let me put it this way, Zach. You're way more free to carry around a weapon other than most students because it is part of your class, but you run the risk of teachers being like, is that, do you have your class next period? What are you practicing? Like, you're gonna get questions possibly. Just like that.
Cool,
It's
so I'm defenseless and I have a useless piece of wood.
exactly.
Yay!
This is what I'm trying
Buddy
to do.
system.
Buddy system, poison people.
No.
Turn them into chickens.
Turn them into chickens.
That's harmless.
I feel
Um,
like someone's gonna make a song
In
out
which
of
case,
it.
I don't think there's anything else anyone wants to do this evening. We can then move to the next day where you can all meet for breakfast and share news.
News.
Alright, everybody, so this happened.
Yeah.
Oh!
Was it a man or a
Fun.
woman?
Could you tell,
If
like, if it
we
was more feminine or
know-
masculine, or was it
Yeah.
just a cloak? I should put on my accent.
It's
Nothing.
It's. I don't think
You
you,
wanna let 'em
naturally
roll?
could learn the gender or prefer gender of someone just from like seeing them like far down.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's easy enough to see someone when you're like, hey, that's a figure in a cloak that stands out against snow on the ground and like
Yeah.
are moving. It's hard to see definitive features.
Yeah.
So if we know it's a professor, and we know James's trap went off, should we just have James go talk to one of the professors at like three of the professors at
Just go down the
the
table
table?
James.
and ask questions
Yeah.
for my professors and sniff around them too.
Yeah.
Literally
might be a
sitting
good
around
bet.
Because the only professors that we don't have together
They're
are
clean.
Hagrid,
Would the
who
snow
can magical
linger
creatures,
in their
right?
office?
And the
Maybe.
Muggles guy.
You should do a little research on whatever spell you did and see if that's
Was
possible.
it
Yeah.
a spell?
Do I
Was
have the
it just a
pamphlet, like the
mistake?
manual
You
still?
do have the
Was it
pamphlet.
tomfoolery?
All you know is that the smell will slowly start dissipating and be about gone after 3 days.
Okay.
So
well,
it
like,
probably wouldn't linger in their
Yeah.
office.
This isn't a spell that would like
Rub off.
rub off because that's part of the spell. Because like then
Yeah.
it becomes noticeable. It's just like a connection you two have,
Gotcha.
which is helpful.
Gotcha.
Immediately
Is
smell Axe body spray
follow-up
and they
question?
hint of
Yes.
in the manual, there's nothing that like they
Oh,
can
that's
detect from me, right?
No, that's what does make this helpful. Is
Okay.
the only thing you're gonna have to worry about is like sniffing a teacher.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Hello,
hey,
Professor,
maybe
can
you're
I
a
smell
weird
you?
kid.
Very.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
we all
11-year-old
knew
child.
kids in elementary that were just slightly weird.
little
If
bit
you
off.
didn't, then you were that kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
If you
like,
didn't
I
know
didn't
who,
know
it's
anyone.
you. No.
I teach those kids.
Yeah, right. Like we all know, like they exist.
Watching is like.
But
I
no,
found
there's
a
nothing that would
sniffer.
like immediately. It would
I'm
take
so sorry,
probably
that's
some
good.
insane magic to like figure out who set a trap, and like how, and like all they have to go off of that you guys know is that someone set a trap and they were definitely a Gryffindor kind of vibe, right? I mean, that's
They
what.
think it's
Gryffindor?
you who set the
Probably.
trap.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Graham, I'm going to talk to
So-
you, and we're going to talk about nothing in particular. We're going to stay at this
I
table,
do want
and
to
we're
go
gonna
up
keep
to the
talking.
table.
Yep.
Maybe as the professors are getting up or something, so that I can like act emotional and need a hug.
Oh.
Listen,
Oh, there you
That'll
go.
be interesting.
Okay.
I'm
You're
really
adopted.
good at acting emotional if you need help.
No, hear me out. Like, Zach blank faced her. It's like, your last name's not the real last name you've known for your whole life. Cry.
Your family has been lying to you your entire existence.
You can't
I'm
trust
gonna
adults.
cry.
You have Death Eaters in your family.
Jeez.
Your
Such
family
fucking
is-
knows.
The
I think he
personal
knows.
attacks.
She's like, I thought you were a girl when I first saw you.
Man, that's
No,
wrong.
no,
I'm
no,
children
no,
and
So-
Vicky said that is wrong.
I love that. No, yes,
We're trying to make it
I
cry,
do want
right?
to get to breakfast a little bit early in that case.
yes.
Just to like get it as the professors are coming in.
You so not every professor does eat like. Oh, that's true.
I knew
Not
it.
every professor does eat
Right?
too. So it's going to be interesting. You're going to have to do kind of a rotation. I'm going to make some rolls to see who you would like kind of find, if that makes sense. So let's do this. We're going to say, James, this morning, this being Sunday, you are able to see that Professor Sinestra, your astronomy professor, Professor Potter, your defense against the dark
Just watch
arts,
as Professor Potter.
and Professor, yes, and Professor Hagrid are all there. Hagrid being the very large. You've met him a couple times,
Can we
but
safely
um,
rule out that it's Hagrid?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm like, I feel like that'd be.
yes, you could probably
Hagrid's
assume
going
you
around
would have
kidnapping
known.
Yeah.
Well, and like Flitwick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that would
their
be well
size is
Yay
just.
high.
It's a
Flitwick knows
size
an arsenal of spells. And, like, we can't metagame. Would we actually trust the big guy that we have no idea of if
Well,
we
but
didn't have
it's
his
not
Cody
one of
vouches
your teachers,
for
and
him.
it's definitely one of Zach's teachers.
Oh, that's true.
You actually don't have a class with Professor Flitwick.
That's okay. So it's not Flitwick and it's not
But I
Hagrid.
was gonna say, but Flitwick is also
And
so short,
size-wise,
size-wise,
it's-
just rule him out.
Yeah.
You
So
would have
we made it-
immediately
We've,
known, like,
seen the figure.
it's like easy enough. You've seen Hagrid across the grounds too.
That's
He's
fair,
an
the steps
impressive
were
figure of a
just
guy,
so
right?
right.
Like, it's easy enough. You would have been like,
He's
hey,
a
why is
gigantic
Father
Santa
Christmas
Claus.
kidnapping people, right? Like, that's
whoa.
easy enough. Yeah, get in my sack. Sorry, I thought it was funny.
That's hilarious.
All right, here's what I will say though. You have a choice though, James. Who would you like to go to first?
Who are you gonna?
Do I know?
Wait,
I assume we would have gotten your. I would have
yeah,
gotten your
I
schedule.
wrote down my schedule of every single one of my teachers.
Here's
and
what I
it's
would like,
say-
and this is where you guys might want to take notes. I will tell you like who Zach's teachers are that you have to go through.
I don't know.
Go
what my
through.
phone is, never mind.
I don't actually know if I have extra pencils on me, but if you want to take notes in phones or anything, here's who you know. People that are in the know, so to speak, about Zach are, starting from the top, of course, Professor McGonagall,
It's Headmistress McGonagall, actually.
She's also a professor.
Headmistress title, but Professor being a term of just of authority. Professor
now Harry will
McGonagall.
still call Dumbledore Professor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He really never would say like, "Oh, headmaster, can I ask you?" Because headmaster, that's like when you're dealing with like school board and like ministry, like that kind of title comes in.
Yeah, no.
As a student, it's like, "Oh yes, you're my teacher." Professor McGonagall, Deputy Headmaster Professor Slughorn, Professor Sinestra with astronomy, Professor Potter with Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor Longbottom with herbology.
Oh, if it's my uncle, I'm gonna be speaking.
Professor Binns of History of Magic.
Isn't he a ghost?
I'm just naming teachers.
He's a ghost.
I mean, Peeves is a ghost.
Peeves is a guy.
I know, but would a ghost be able to? Would he open a door, or would he just pass through it? I mean, can we
Right.
be realistic here?
My favorite thing is about that teacher who just died and then just kept going.
Kept teaching and no, he didn't even notice he was dead. Yeah.
Your
Professor,
life is that boring.
the other professors, Professor Top for magical protection, and Professor Hagrid for care of magical creatures. Here are two other important ones, though. Professor Wood is the flying instructor, and whereas you are proficient, he is one of your professors. As well as Professor Lupin does teach Transfiguration, as while you're not currently enrolled in his class, he is your faculty mentor, we might say.
Oh,
in-
no, like the living embodiment of transfiguration?
Yeah. Well, but it's like, he's someone that knows, though.
Yeah.
And beyond that, you know no other teachers would know. It's only the faculty you would have.
Oh, I could work with Mr. Wood because he's...
So in that case, I'm gonna go sniff Professor Sinestra.
Professor Sinestra is getting sniffed.
Shinifstra?
This sounds so
Should we-
weird.
And we
I
can rule
would
out
just say
and we can rule out Slughorn since I was with him. He
Yeah.
had enough
Oh.
time
that's
to
true.
get down to the pit.
That
That's
is an
true.
important
and my
thing, yes.
dumb
Wait,
butt was
were
about to
we
say,
in the
but
dungeon
Baruch
as
should
well?
get Aberrated Hogwarts. I'm dumb.
No. Wait.
Unless you're
Were
Dumbledore.
you were in the dungeons?
No, I'm saying, was I in detention as well? So if we were in detention, we'd have
Here's the
those
thing.
teachers
You
pass
were all
through.
taking... the rest of you were taking detention with Filch.
Oh.
Because Graham specifically got permission to go to Slughorn.
Right, I just
Which
remember
is
we were in
now,
detention.
I will say, I'm giving you the point of inspiration. You saw through that. It could not have been Slughorn. I gotta give that. Like, I was curious if anyone would have realized that. But
Wagga
yes,
wagga.
you can take Slughorn off the list.
I'm just making
As
sense.
well as Hagrid, because let's be honest,
Yeah,
Hagrid
barely
is-
noticed the size.
would have been just very obvious. But that still leaves almost
bunch.
7 professors.
So get rid of
Get
Hagrid.
sniffing.
And Binns wouldn't really work because he could just pass through it. He wouldn't need to open the
I
door.
say still do it.
Still sniff
Yes.
Binns.
Yes,
I'm
because
gonna
Peeves
sniff
is a
him
ghost
later,
and he
but
can
yeah.
do things.
Well,
But
keep him
I
on the
don't
list.
think Gus
Just
can
in
cast
case.
Obliviate.
I will say
I don't
this,
know if it's obliviate.
Zach. I want you to give me a history of magic check. Is what we're gonna call this.
Could like all of us make the check because we're having
Uh,
a discussion?
No, this is for Zach's comprehension,
I don't
if
think
that
we
makes sense.
can
This is
help
kind of like a thing Zach would have to
Okay.
think about.
History of magic. Hey, I don't have a -1 in that!
You don't. Good job.
Woo! 9!
Nice. Well, even on the bare minimum, Binns is a ghost, not a poltergeist. Poltergeist can move objects. Ghosts are spirits who choose to stay.
Is
Yeah,
an
no,
important
never mind.
difference
Cross them
that
off.
makes me feel better.
Cross him off.
Yeah, because technically Peeves is a poltergeist, so they can do crap, but a ghost can't.
Okay, and then can we count out Flitwick because we
He's
already
not
came
even
up
on the
Flitwick
list.
isn't on the
'cause
list.
he
It's
doesn't
not on
know
the list.
Zach.
Flitwick.
So who
Like,
are we down to? The reason I know these
So
is
we're
because
down
I'm
to
stealing the information from my
McGonagall,
sister and then
Sinestra,
trying to teach
Potter,
myself.
Longbottom, Tup, Wood, and Lupin.
So I know this is going to be really
Yeah.
traumatizing if it's my uncle.
Fun
Yeah.
fact: with
7 people.
Flitwick's redesign, they didn't actually mean for that to happen.
Yeah.
Because they had
Fun
How
Harry
they-
Potter trivia.
how like the design of Professor Flitwick changes.
He used to
From,
have the great hair,
The
but
hair
Warwick
beard.
Davis wore a bald cap with hair on the sides, fun white beard, cloak,
Yeah.
and then suddenly he's got a bowl cut,
Yeah.
glasses, suit and tie.
tuxedo. It's because they had Warwick Davis on contract, but didn't have any Flitwick parts, so they came up with the part of the choir director. And then everyone was like, why does Flitwick look so different?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I guess Flitwick's directing the choir this year.
Exactly. So then they're just like, crap, now we have to merge the choir director and Flitwick.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Fun fact for everyone involved. So yes, you have some professor, and so you are going to Professor Sinestra. As
You
you
mostly see it in
approach
first person.
Professor Sinestra, you see she looks up, sees you approaching, just Welcome, Mr. Black. How may I be of assistance for you?
I'm just really stressed right now with the owls coming up and like.
You know
I'm just really stressed right now with everything going on. Is the end
Well,
of the year like?
Let me put your mind at ease, Mr. Black. You will not be, in fact, taking owls until your 5th year. As well as you are currently at a wonderful grade in astronomy. I will say you could improve on your noting of Jupiter's moons, but that is still to be found in further years of study.
No owls. I wasted so much time.
Give me a flat deception check. I love this. This is great. This is really smart. I love this.
That's amazing.
Did you mean to say
She's
owls,
like,
Nick,
you
or was
were
that a slip
such
of
an
the tongue?
idiot, kid.
Oh no.
Oh no!
What?
That one.
That's funny.
Not one.
Oof.
Plus.
That's when that guy goes in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that.
You
in timeout,
see-
please.
On a natural one, Professor Sinestra sees your tears and just, my dear boy, if you're that hurt, let's go up to the astronomy tower. We have some free time today outside there. I'd be more than happy to help
Can we
you.
do that right now?
Yes, let us go immediately. So you will not be able to check anyone else.
That's okay.
But you can
That's
sniff
okay.
her.
I
But
want
you were-
to like stand when we get up there. I want to stand right beside her and be like, "So is that the one right there?"
I said, well, it is the daytime, Mr. Black. I'm more showing you the finer points of calculating your,
Was I able to get one sniff?
you can get one sniff in.
One sniff.
She's
One whiff of astrology, Professor.
Oh, no.
Smells like chamomile tea and loneliness.
I'm just getting cats.
A very strong smell of cat, though. You in fact do smell slight hints of fruit and bacon from possibly your like morning
I
breakfast.
hope so. If her perfume
But-
smells of bacon, that's weird.
And just like maybe that like slight
Best way
wool
to
sweater. It is a cold day. I mean, the astronomy tower is open.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you guys don't see James for
That's
another
why
about
I would've got one.
45 minutes.
Yeah,
By
was
the,
that
because
part of the plan?
by
But
the
you just-
time you come back
I
down,
did not have
the
this
other professors have all left, as it is now time for more of an open day.
You kind of suck at your job.
It's
I
not
don't know,
her.
what if you come with me and
Okay,
I'm like,
not
oh, I need help on my
Fruit
stuff.
and bacon, Professor. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, but what if the professor just knew how to get rid of the smell? Is that possible?
It's entirely possible, but you don't know unless you can
But
check.
didn't you say only the person who set the
And you
trap can
probably
smell
would
it,
need
not
to
the
know
person
the
who
specific
set it
trap
I will say this.
to be able to get rid of it.
Yes, like they could be studying the trap right now. All that you know, Graham, what you saw is that someone had stepped through and you saw the puff. You saw like, the trap has gone off. But you don't know if they know what happened or how to get rid of it. You don't know if it is easily
But they
riddable.
can't smell it though.
But they can't smell it. And so that's why you're on a timetable.
But I mean, how strong is the spell supposed to be? Would you have smelled it from across the Great Hall, or did you have to be right next to them?
I d-
I mean, there's a
I
lot of
honestly
smells
never
going on
tried
in the Great
before.
Hall.
It is. It's harder than
Plus
Great
trying
Hall.
to smell rotten eggs with a bunch
But
of
that's
eggs.
why I will say, even though you won't get to check anyone else, you definitely know after getting out of the Great
Yeah.
Hall of Professors Nestra, you would have smelled something if
Yeah.
it was
I
there.
have a question.
Yes.
Would he be able to cast one of that spell on like a random student he can keep track on, and that way he can determine like how far the scent the range would be. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I mean, because I would offer one of us, but none of us want to smell like rotten eggs.
I don't
But I
care.
mean,
He'll be the
But
only
he's
one who
the
smells
only one that
it.
can
You
smell
can
it.
totally cast it on me.
I will say,
do not care.
James,
Do it
if
to
you
I
were,
can't.
if
Do not
you,
cast it on me. I have an amazing cologne. Do not cast it on me.
He's the literally only person
I will say,
who can smell
James, part of the way you would
Got
get this is you were able. That's actually a pretty good idea, Brigitte, that you can bring up. Is
No.
it
You
is
want James
possible
to-
if you were to get another
It
trap.
would smell nice.
The only problem that you should all be aware of, this is important, is James, you did order the trap
Yeah.
over. You would have to find someone who has the trap here, which isn't impossible. I mean, you're a
Yeah.
bunch
I
of
mean, we
underage
have the
kids.
single
Like,
goblin
Could I
girl.
reset the trap, or is it a one-time use?
it is a one-time
Okay.
use. That's. I mean, if it was a multiple use, it would have cost so much
That's
more.
what I thought. Yeah.
But I mean, for only 4 gallons, if you find someone that has the same trap, it's entirely possible to then gauge like distance, range, that kind of stuff.
Well, shouldn't it say in like the pamphlet what the range of the smell might be, or is that?
Oh,
Pamphlet doesn't say. All pamphlet says it's one of those again like
Basic
now
instructions.
you know how to find your enemy. Like I mean they don't give. Wizards aren't great with details and ingredient lists.
And we're like, yeah, and they send you.
They just come up with fun zany stuff and then like do it. So it's a kind of a problem.
Effing whimsy.
Effing wizards.
Could it be found in the library?
The library.
I
The
mean,
heck
just out there.
She
Well,
really
hear me
wants to
out.
get in the
I go to my
library.
teachers. I'm
Fucking
scared
British.
that my grades aren't doing well.
Library.
You come with me.
to the library?
With me to go check on my teachers. To be like, hey, I'm not doing well. I
Oh,
need your help.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
If you two are checking on the actual teachers, the other 5 of you, what would you like to be
Well, the
doing?
one teacher
in
we
the
can't go to
meantime?
is Lupin because he thinks you can't know about my thing.
Okay, yeah.
And so,
Are we going
like,
to the
literally when I
library
went to him
for
for an unrelated thing, he thought that you won't knew.
You guys could look for the trap. You could look for like other spells that could help. Like, there's a lot you could do.
Do we want to try and set a trap with me as bait? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you have to wear a hula dress and go luau when you just, you know, from the Lion King.
Here's
What
the
am I
question:
supposed
how
to
many
do?
people
Dress
get
in
that
lag, do the
reference?
hula?
Yes, if you want to.
Well, so
If you want to catch students and throw them in the streets,
Okay,
hey, here's
one question.
here's my
Are we
boy
going to
McGregor.
the
Yeah,
library?
he's a
Are we
treat.
going for your potion or are we going for something else?
Well, the thing is,
Because we agreed that your potion, if it's in the library, it's in the restricted section,
yeah,
which we need his connections for.
yeah.
Yes.
Or I could just find it.
because I also, after the letter texted you another
How?
thing that
I
I
mean,
want to be
technically,
doing.
he's already a criminal state.
You need me to find your potion?
We
Yes,
need to find
we
the
will go to
recipe
that.
for her potion. Otherwise, I can
Because
take her
it's
potion,
not that I
deconstruct
don't
it, and
trust
figure it
my
out.
teachers, but I'd like to have someone I know isn't trying
So,
to murder me
yes.
consciously.
Tonight, I would like to sneak into the library.
The library.
The library!
Hi, body.
Library.
As long as there's no giant ancient
Are you
owl
going to be turning
deities
into
trying
an,
to kill me.
Okay, so
My
you're going to be
question
turning
is,
into
why would it
an,
need to be in the middle of the night? Why couldn't you just go right now?
Because
Restricted
more
section.
people. Restricted section is watched.
Are you going to be turning into an animal to do it? Okay, because I was
Yeah,
thinking, you
it's
sneak
like
me in.
it offers a lot of safety.
you
I
know,
see that where it's like,
regular
hey, middle of the night, I'm an animal. What's someone gonna think? Oh no, a martin got in. I put it outside, and then you just come back in, right? You're not dumb. Like it.
Can I do some of the other stuff yet?
Maybe something.
Level 2.
You are level 2 right now. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's close. We're getting there.
Oh, by the way, cutting back to the breakfast table, can someone help me with figuring out spells? Because I think I flipped over a rock, but it's like the whole mindset of like I don't think I
I
did
got
it.
you.
If you're practicing
We're doing
spells, though,
it.
you won't have time to go around with James. I will say you gotta split focus then.
That's okay. He can use someone else for that.
James can
No,
get
the
himself in
thing
trouble.
is this isn't about me. It's
Tate's
about the
gonna
kids
raise his
who
hand at you.
Don't have this weird. half
But I
magic
think
ability.
none of us should
Okay.
go on our own for a bit because
Someone
if
else
students are being picked off and any of us get kidnapped, that's bad.
Yeah. So
I know, but like
So
the
we should
thing
always
is,
be like 2 deep.
Obviously, I want to work on my spells, but right now there's kids out there who don't have this weird half magic thing, and I'm getting abducted, and that needs to get solved first.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
So
take,
someone else
so
would
go
be
with
doing
James.
So I'm gonna go with James, and if you could find the potion, that'd be sick.
I'll do my best.
Yep.
And then like meet up with her, so then she knows it. Yeah, thanks. Goodbye.
All right.
Also, you're gonna eat that.
So who's going with James for the professor?
Yes.
Almost like a begging dog.
James
I'll
and
help wherever someone needs help.
I feel like only 2 people should.
Wait,
Okay, if
you're
I can
going
put my
with me,
2
right?
cents in.
yes, go for it.
I feel like only 2 people
No.
should go with it. Only one person
I will
have you
say
should go with.
my deception is a
Eleanor
plus
not
6.
Trent.
So
Exactly.
With Zach, because then it actually looks like they're looking for help versus we're teaming up. So if only
Right.
one person could go with Zach, that would make that makes the most logical
So
sense.
Exactly.
just James and Zach. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm thinking
Um,
we should stick in as big a group as possible, just because they're after me.
that's true.
Oh yeah, right now
So
it's kind
I've
of
been
protect
wanting
her.
to work on the Alohomora spell anyway because we were learning it. You said we were going to be learning it in class. We never got to it, but it's also in my book.
It's yes. Right now, it's you have yet to get to the actual practicing in class. It's like
You're fine.
you've just started talking about the magical theory of locks and how does magic.
But would
do-
I have read that in my French book?
Yes, you can have started to have read that.
So
yes.
can I finish reading it today and then start on
Ooh.
working on the spell?
Yes, you can. Would you do that like in the library, or would you go to the common room?
Well,
for
I'm
that?
still banned from the library, so
Although
That's
I
fair.
might just go to the library and just disguise my face.
at this point. But if we're supposed to be staying together, then I could do it with the group.
Yeah, let's just stay together.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, weren't you gonna apologize to Madame Dennis?
There's
You
this
have
thing
to
called
keep sneaking
honesty.
into the library.
She's kind of
Bridget,
terrible at
I
apologizing
think I'm
for
gonna
things.
give her until next year.
Bridget.
She forgets
She,
about it.
guys, she is terrible at apologizing for things.
Yeah.
Yes,
And-
she's
yeah.
French.
How would you know?
You tried to kill me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See? Bad at apologies.
You
Alright,
turned
let's go.
into
Come
me.
on,
As far as
apologize
you guys
to Kennedy.
know,
We
it
are
was a
losing
fluke
daylight and we're
accident.
bickering at
It's
it.
actually
I
kind
was
of
not
weird that you've
involved.
only
Actually, he
apologized
knows
to
that
me,
you're-
but only that you apologized for like taking my face, not like the actions of such events.
I thought you were trying to steal from us.
Yeah,
was
you know, the fact,
Yeah.
the fact that I saw you nearly kill my friend.
Or the fact that you were
in
looking
my
through our stuff
defense,
even
you
after you
only
had
saw
the
me
book.
turn red and actions to do the action.
That's true.
You were looking through our stuff after you had the book.
Which I did not tell her to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought you guys had a
Let me
wizard,
just
like
make
the
it
wizard stuff, and I
Zach
have
has
nothing.
no idea any of this went down. You did what?
So Jake
Yeah.
stole my book, so she
Um,
went to steal it back because he refused to.
As
admit it.
you
This is what happens
guys
when I'm just
Anyway.
trying to
are sitting-
exploding with that.
Something important has just happened. As you were all sitting here discussing in the Great Hall, just like this plan of attack,
Kind of avoid.
Cody, you look up and out of the hall you see coming in Rose Weasley,
You
who
guys have
looks
trouble,
at you and is now beelining towards you.
Run. Apparate. Do something.
Hey Rose, how's it going?
Once with my pen.
You-
Right,
Chelsea
alright, I just heard from the professors that you lot are finally out of trouble, so Quidditch practice tonight, 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Gotta get in before the light goes down. We've got our first match coming up in 2 weeks, and I don't want to be a sorry salt like what happened to Ravenclaw last match.
You could be quieter in my presence. That'd be nice. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm not the one burning students, keeping myself banned, but hey,
Yeah.
maybe be a good student, and then you can practice twice as
Why
hard.
don't you tell that to your team?
That's what I'm
She just
literally
did,
doing
Zach.
right now.
Zach, calm
I'm
down.
sorry, who are you?
You gotta hear like
Calm
a
down.
snarl from the back of Zach's
Ravenclaw.
throat, just like, ooh.
Yeah, okay,
You're
cool.
just a
And
little
it
touchy about
shows.
that.
And it shows. Ooh.
I'm not touching! And it just like almost comes out in a bark. Just, I'm not touching!
She literally just mentioned what happened to your team last time and you freaked out. I think that's a bit touchy, mate. The head.
Right, bring the
Yeah,
intensity.
yeah,
Shove another biscuit into my mouth! Like, not even breaking up the biscuit, full round!
It makes everything better.
Right, bring that intensity to our final match tonight. Now, alright, you four, 4 o'clock, see ya. She
Yes,
heads out.
ma'am.
Alrighty.
And you guys
Round
know,
nose.
based off of
Dodge a
the
bullet.
intensive,
Glad I'm not doing
once 4 o'clock comes, you will be on the match until it is too dark
Could
and
we
to
then
do
get
anything.
the potion first?
Is that
we've got that.
happening tonight?
But you're at practice tonight.
Well,
No,
here's
Oh,
what.
it gets
no,
too
no,
dark.
no,
It's
no.
February. The sun's gonna
Well, it's
set
kind
at
of like she's
6.
gonna be like working them in
In
drills
okay,
until
Scotland,
it's
it's
like,
more like
crap.
4.
Now we just gotta go back to the common room because of that
Wow.
time period. Time.
Okay.
So start at 4 when it's already dark.
I guess by February it's
It's-
like 5 or 6.
It's
Okay.
more like
Yeah.
yeah.
One,
The,
two
the
hours.
point being, you're gonna be in a 5-hour long practice because she is going to rip you guys to shreds.
Yeah.
Well, she's a little frustrated with you, so she has
A
every right.
little
She's a lot
frustrated. It's a
frustrated.
lot frustrated. Actually, here's what's important to note. Zach, Tuesday is a very big day, and you have already been taking your potion
I have.
this entire time.
I have.
It's been roofied.
If it has been like, I think I
It
can
wasn't
take
nice,
legal
right?
action. Because, like, anyhow.
If you can
You
dream
got
it.
kidnapped. You can take legal action.
I've been trying to! But my parents like,
Wait, so we do have classes today, right?
No, this is Sunday. This is just
Oh.
now at 4 o'clock. Because it's a day off, Rose is like, nah,
Yeah.
we got
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's against
We
my
have till
religious.
4. we have till like 3 then.
Rose would
is
be
one
like,
of those
religion
warm-
this, and break your kneecaps and back.
All right.
It's a member of the Church of Jesus Christ.
We
Latter-day
will
Saints.
start
Like,
then
like
with
with the tunnels that go under the ocean.
yeah, Zach and Cody.
It's the
no,
same
Zach and
thing
James.
The British people.
Uh,
I think that was from Arthur Conan Doyle, but like there's crazy.
you guys can
crazy
start
lore.
looking for
I've
teachers.
never heard any of that.
Here's what I will
Maybe
say.
it's only English people who remember it, but it's like
Maybe.
all these
Yeah, and
creepy
the
You
stories
guys-
about like
Sherlock
slugging
book, yeah.
people under the tunnels to like Salt Lake under the
Yep.
Atlantic.
That first Sherlock book was weird.
You guys have about 6
Yeah, I got so much
professors
of that
you're
on
trying to
my
find. Right now, you have a couple hours. I need to know first who you two want to look for, and then the check you'll make to find
I want to
them.
rule out, as much as I noticed that we shouldn't see Lupin, I want to. Do you have Lupin for Transfiguration?
Do I?
You do. Here's what I'll let you know.
I want to
Monday,
know if I can trust the professor who is the most
Providing-
close with
Monday,
stuff.
you will have Defense Against Dark Arts and your flying lesson with Oliver Wood. Tuesday, you have Charms and then Transfiguration. But Tuesday night, by about Charms is when it, in theory, might be weakest.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to see him now to make sure that I can actually trust him because he's the closest in my affairs.
Yeah.
You know. So if you go to asking about the next homework and I'm just like, oh yeah, and I'm here too. We've
What
been
was
hanging out.
what was the last lesson that we had?
The last lesson in Transfiguration, you guys are about to get into Ferroverto. The idea of making objects into animals, right? That, like, creating sentience out of nothingness, which is an intense magic. Like, I mean, Transfiguration is one of the hardest magics.
Okay, so I'll go there, and I'm just gonna be like, Professor, I just have a question about the theory behind this spell. Like,
Okay.
if I take
Can I get the help action?
Here's what I'm gonna need. You guys have to track down a professor.
oh, that's
I
true.
need. Tell me what check you want to make. It could be investigation. It could be.
Can I have advantage
Could
because
it
he's so close
be-
with me? And my stuff?
Like talking.
No event because it's like you can be close to people, but you have to search a castle to find someone.
So I
Is that
am
gonna
really good at
transmit
like.
them out?
You
Talking
have the
to
people. Yeah, can I
socialite skill. You
actually
could
use-
make like a socialite check, like a rumor check.
Rumor check.
I have advantage on perception with smell. I'm gonna smell him out.
Is rumor the actual
Yeah.
skill or?
Okay, I will tell you. Depends on the DC for smell, depending on where you're at the castle. But that's totally fair. Well, because it's like you can't just like.
Well, I'm
And,
gonna
like,
try near his
fight.
office.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Is rumor like the actual name of the skill?
It's a skill only you have where you get proficiency. It's like charisma, but it's like around checks involved with rumors or
Okay.
socializing.
That's gonna be. So just a flat roll plus proficiency.
Or is it plus
13.
charisma?
Someone
13
got an
plus your
18.
charisma.
Oh,
and
plus
18.
charisma.
How much? 18. Nice. Because I got a 19. minus
16.
one, so
16 and 18.
That's got to be fixed.
You guys here, it takes you a while because you go up to Lupin's office first. And what you notice that is you smell it, he has been here, but he has since left. What you hear, James, in starting to ask around, like students passing by, so just, right, I heard he was going down to some classrooms getting supplies and materials, and then he was just about to, like, take a day off. You might be able to catch him. I heard he was on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
And as you guys make your way to the 3rd floor, okay,
You die.
you are able to find Lupin in a side classroom that is not normally used.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
As you knock in, you can like enter it because you see Lupin is actually just like magic out like cups from a cupboard. And as you come in, or excuse me, are you both walking in or just one or the other?
I'll come in first.
You introduce, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm hanging out with him for the day.
I'll be like, this is my friend Zach. Anyway, I had a question for you, Professor.
Yes, as you come in, you just right, of course. Come on, Mr. Black. Yes.
Yeah, I actually just had a question about the next lesson. I've been reading ahead a little bit, and I'm just a little confused on the theory of this spell. I mean, scientifically, you can't create matter. Like, how does it create a cat out of a glass? Like, how can you do that?
Right. Very interesting question. Well, if this is
And
an
I'm
example,
waiting for him to, like, turn around a little bit.
what he's not doing is you see he brings a glass over. He hasn't turned around yet, but you see he goes it's like, right, that isn't interesting, as most science dictates that matter cannot be created and destroyed. but changed is the key here, Mr. Black. For example, Ferrovetto. You see he taps his glass and it transforms into a beautiful tawny kitten that starts mewing on the table.
I know, as soon as I hear
I'm gonna get emotionally attached to that.
Right? It's like,
You see Lupin just like, yeah, don't. You see he waves his wand and the cat's like, and like becomes that like ring of a glass that has been tapped like in that.
Honestly, kind of glad I'm not alone in that. I would get too attached.
It's like, yes, but you see the cat never really existed, technically speaking, because it was made out of a cup.
It was Schrodinger's cat.
It is both a cup and a cat at the same time. But only when I want it to be. Magically, of course. That's the power of transfiguration.
So, can you pick which animal you want to turn it into?
Yes, now that's where you get into
No, you
some
can only turn
interesting
cups into
magic
cats.
there, Mr. Black, Mr. Abbott, is that the transfiguration process does in fact require a bit of heavy magical prowess, because then you're not only changing matter, but you're trying to bend your magical will into a creation and change of a substance, if that makes sense.
Yes. So is there like a board in the class with like chalk, like a chalkboard?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just go up to it and I'll be like, see, that's where I'm confused. I take a cup that's this big and I can turn it into a cat that's this big. How does that work? And I'll hand him the chalk and I'll back up.
Smart! And you can play it off as a sniffling nose because it's cold.
Yeah.
You hand him the chalk. You see Lupin just... Well, again, as we've said in class with magical theorem, when you bring in the ABCs of transfiguration, starting with the abjuration of an object, combining in with... And you see as he starts going in, and he has now turned.
I need you to actually teach me how to transfigure this stuff. Come on.
All right.
World building.
So, abjuration, right?
No.
You're abjuring the object. B stands for boom. Magical term, where things go boom.
Lily is familiar with this.
Boom, boom, stick!
I will sniff as he's like writing
As
this, explaining
you
it.
sniff him, he smells like coffee and like maybe some like parchment paper he could have been grading. Definitely not
Rotten
eggs.
Okay.
Right?
Well, thank you very much, Professor. That makes a lot more sense. Thank you.
Yes. You see,
Hanging out.
he has
He's
like
like,
not
he's
even
like
finished his
super
explanation. He sees, well,
You can wait till you finish it.
yeah, we could finish in class on Tuesday.
I'll be there.
Yeah, you should. It is
Well,
required.
you have a choice.
You should be in my class.
Alright.
Yes. I'll see you tonight, Mr. Abbott, for remedial grading. And have a good day. You see he waves his wand. All the cups and boxes stack themselves and then disappear. As you just like have a great rest of your break, and walks out. We are now going to cut to the other 5 of you as you move in a herd, for lack of a better word.
They
Or I
do
guess
move
6.
in
Tate's with
herds.
you too. You get Tate.
Yeah.
Graham's like in the center of this ring, just
We're the bodyguards.
Tate's like back to back
Wait,
with
wait,
you.
yeah, there's
Just
like
like
a 60 that's like,
yeah.
moving heads.
they do move in herds. And you guys are trying to go to the library, it sounded like.
Sure.
Cool.
As
I'm
you
going to change my
approach,
appearance, friends. Sorry.
yes, Brigitte, who are you trying to look like?
Nobody. Just a nobody. I'm not going to check out books.
You end up
Alright.
looking like me.
I want to hear August describe what a nobody looks like.
You have literally no
Speak against
nose,
the
no
plane in the
eyes,
background.
no mouth.
Brigitte,
It's
a
no,
girl
no,
that's
that's
eight.
Voldemort,
Or just starts
actually.
turning into
Brigitte,
Odysseus.
I have to
This
ask
is an
a
overseas
very
trait.
serious question of you.
What do you think?
When you think of ambiguity, there would probably be a person. And whether that's because they're ambiguous or because they're at the front of your mind, who would be the first person in your mind?
That's the definition of nondescript.
Well, I just think I would think of like what I imagined a typical Londoner to look like. When I think of Londoner, I think of like dark hair, bad teeth,
Yeah.
maybe like
Pale,
big
pale,
noses,
pale skin.
pale. Change my nose just so it's not quite my nose.
kind of almost like it's not like a broken nose, but like that kind of like
A little more hooked.
crook out.
Yeah.
And standing before you is the most watch out like very horrible stereotype of a British person ever.
Ah.
But when they talk, they speak in a French accent, and you know it's Brigitte.
That's a bit disorienting.
Very weirdly mismatched
Okay.
teeth. Brigitte, you feel your
Your-
teeth slide around like
your
dominoes, that
teeth,
kind of like slidey domino sound.
I want it
I mean,
so
she
bad.
must know, right? She did it on purpose.
You want that?
I want
Does
it
it look
so
bad?
bad.
Ah,
crazy.
you look very
That
British.
should not be
Oh,
cute.
good. That was the point.
You look like my
Great.
Uncle Roger.
You smell like my Uncle Roger.
It's like,
You look like my Uncle Roger.
now that's
We
not
call
fair
him
because
Uncle
he's kind of
Touchy.
always on the puff, alright? That's not cool.
Oh God.
No, what was it? Oh, it was Rodney picks up it.
Smells like my great aunt Tessie.
Smells like my great aunt Tessie.
Brigitte looking like the
Smell like my
most
great aunt
characterized person ever.
Well, she'd remember me.
I
Probably.
don't know.
What can I do to like? Oh no, it's too late now. I'm good. I was like, I don't know what else I could do to make her not remember me.
I mean, it's already been several months, so.
As you guys enter the library, you see that often one of the grander, like large looming bookshelves, Madame Pince is up there. Does notice you all enter in a group, but mostly just like gives a huff and goes back to stacking books. Says nothing. Now that you are in the library, what you notice is there's actually not a lot of people here. What I would like anyone who is here to do is make me a perception check.
I cast Fireball.
And the library's in flames. Yes, and today, Braxton.
Yes, and
No more chokes.
I got
You
a
cast
20.
things on fire. I put things on fire.
You didn't get a bad thing.
I got an 18.
What was it? It was perception.
Perception, yes.
Oh, what is my perception? Plus 3. So it's a natural
22.
23.
22, 23.
I don't know about you.
Oh,
I'm
no,
feeling
Chico, man, that was
22.
so
Just
bad.
I
Oh.
didn't go straight for yourself.
Yeah, I would have elbowed you and it would have been on accident.
13.
A 13. Cody and Mara, you guys aren't noticing a lot right now. And Graham, even you're more just like on the lookout of teacher. Twitch takes totally up. More in that like
Somebody's getting bombarded today.
right, like it's that very
Somebody
natural
come
instinct
back,
of like
come
I'm
on.
waiting for someone to hit me.
It's like I'm an 11-year-old and I don't feel safe around.
So
Supposed
our
to take
two
care of me.
Slytherin gals.
Did you get nat 20 as well?
Well,
No, I got
22
a
naturally.
18 plus 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I got nat 20.
So both still very high, which beats the DCs. As you guys are walking through the library, the first thing you do notice is what looks to be a fellow Slytherin who is heavily involved in a book, let's say. And as you approach, right, just like walking by, it's that kind of casual, we're not going straight to a restricted section, but we want to like meander. Like before we get to like other checks, you guys notice that this is in fact Carrie Ball, the other first year and noted person around Charles. As you
What book is he reading?
approach, you see he immediately has closed his book, gives you both a smile, just like, "Hi, have a good break," and has immediately put the book into his bag and is starting to walk away.
So we couldn't see what the book was?
No, you notice he has hid the book from you.
So couldn't see it on a nat 20, just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely found
What
him.
house
though.
is he in?
He is in
Slytherin.
Slytherin.
We hate this one a lot.
Big guy could sleight of hand.
Call him
Sleight
Harry
of
Balls.
hand. Could swipe it.
I
Could you swipe the book out of his pocket?
Can I?
It's in his book bag. You could
I could
try because
try.
it's easy enough then to be like,
Little
guys,
goblin girl.
Carrie.
Sneaky little goblin
Can
girl.
I distract him so she can
Alright.
do it?
Yes.
I mean, I already just rolled a 22.
What do you want to do to distract him while she's robbing him?
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my the weirdest teeth ever and
Flirt.
go, "Hi, my name." I'm gonna try really hard to do a British accent. It's going to be awful
What?
because
Right,
that's
what?
Your name is
All the native British people here like,
Cockney. me, is the worst.
My
name
name is Atlas.
The heck?
Hi.
Hi, I am new to Hogwarts. I just came from the place in America, but I'm actually British. I'm just gonna ramble about nothing.
That's so awkward.
I do not care.
They won't leave us alone. It's really annoying.
Who are you? Oh.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
gonna start
I'm
crying.
Cody.
You were so mean to me.
Like I literally.
I just want friends.
You see that Carrie looks is just like, Ron, why don't you try to stop being such a says a terrible slur, and just like,
Can I punch him?
No! Stop! Stop!
I walk away.
This kid dies today.
Okay, if somebody were to slur at you, you would react.
Yes.
You
No,
would
that's
react.
fair.
It is a natural reaction.
Or you would start crying.
No, but she's already cried.
Adoption.
You've already cried, so therefore,
Is it towards British
you
people?
go ahead and make me an attack
I don't
roll.
know.
I'm gonna get the
point
thing.
though.
Is it
'cause, like,
against British people? Is it against people who
She
might
wouldn't
look
necessarily
like they're
be sensitive to
It's
British
more
stuff,
like
she's
this was a
French.
very homophobic slur.
Fun! If I was there, I would rip his head
It's not a good thing to ever say to someone.
off. Oh, is
Like,
it the one that rhymes with bike?
No, we're not. No, because she's a guy right now. So. Anyway.
Let's just.
Oh, you're a guy?
I'm not gonna say it. Like.
I didn't know I was a guy.
Yeah,
I
you're a
wasn't
guy.
listening a guy.
Oh, you were
Oh.
doing a guy or girl. Okay, well, yeah, anyway. He's not gonna change
Either
his slur. He
way.
stands by his slur, which
I
is
could
not a
be
good
a
thing.
guy. If you
I
were
mean,
assuming I was a guy, then we'll keep it. I
Oh
could
well,
be
like
a guy.
you could have even been a girl, but he thought you were a guy. It's still kind of-
Oh,
I'm
That's-
gonna
Okay.
keep using this
So go
guy.
for it. Yes, roll through it. Punch him in the face.
Is this enough to steal the book?
As soon as I
This is gonna be
see
enough.
her go for the punch and whiff, I'm just gonna get in between and be like, whoa.
What
Whoa.
did you hit though?
Do I add anything to it?
Strength. This is a strength based thing.
It's a 10.
A 10 does not beat his
Yeah,
AC.
I'm just gonna be like, whoa.
He catches the fist, kind of pushes back, whips out his wand, just like. I want to go.
Madam Pitts! Madam Pitts!
Oh, you're gonna get this
Um,
anonymous person thrown out of the library.
As you call her Madam Pins, before she walks over, you see Carrie has slid his wand back into his sleeve, and it is gone. You know, from
It
this.
is gone.
It is gone.
So,
I felt this one. It's gone. Magic.
Successful?
But did Madam
We will
Pitts
get
see
there.
it?
Madam Pinch, no, she walks over just like,
wants to.
what is going on?
Steal his wand.
Okay.
He pointed his wand at me. He called me a horrible name.
I'm sorry, I was studying Madam Pinch. You saw me earlier.
You heard it.
Well, she did try to punch him.
That's beside the point. He called me a horrible name.
I'm gonna make
the
a
truth.
quick
Yeah, but you
insight
can also
versus
say,
deception.
But he also did this.
He called
No,
me
no,
a name.
like
But
that is
That's what I was saying.
what she said is true, but she did try to punch him.
And I'm a
Um,
girl.
You see Madam Pinch just, well, no name shall be tolerated. Out of the library for today. You see Carrie just, oh, of course, Madam Pinch. And you see he saunters away.
Fuck! Stealing!
I'm sorry.
I'm not here.
Would
but-
she get
As-
advantage?
22. What do you think
And
happened?
as you guys turn around, as
That
Madam
was an
Pinch walks
effective
away,
distraction,
just,
can I just say?
you turn around and see Marge. You like book over your head, just like.
I love that. I love it. Okay, what was the book?
Is it that white book?
No, this was not a white book. Mara, you
It
found
was
a
his
book.
journal.
Oh my god.
Hexes, poisons, and jinxes. How to make sure your enemies stay down.
Oh,
Would be
my
us.
gosh.
I'm so glad you grabbed that book.
Honestly, no, we have
Is there stuff in it that I can learn?
Yes.
Fun fact, these are, and I will say this lightly, these are not unforgivable curses, right? This isn't like, I can now kill. This is stuff,
I
though,
mean, you
some
could
of
always
the
kill.
spells in this book, Mara, look downright evil. These are not like, haha, you got bats coming out of your nose in the form of boogers, bogey hex. This is like, hey, you ever want to make sure someone can't walk again?
Ow.
Hey, have you ever wondered what it'd be like to mentally break someone? Hey, here's a potion that'll make sure this person can never feel again. emotionally. Like these are like dark spells. And
Like,
here's what you
if
know,
there was
Mara.
any
No check
question
needed.
before-
This is not an official library book.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
get the
think it would
feeling
be.
this is a book that someone has procured, to say the
We
least.
could burn it.
Like
You
from
have
somewhere
to.
else or from the restricted
Yeah.
section in the library?
No, like from somewhere
Somewhere
else. Like
else,
this is
okay.
not there is
It's not a
an
Hogwarts
emblazoned emblem inside of any book, even restricted section, to mark it as
Well,
Hogwarts
For
proper.
now, I'm gonna make sure it's very well hidden inside my bag, so
Yeah.
nobody knows I have this
Yeah,
contraband.
but here's an idea. Could we go to Slughorn and mention that we found this book and are concerned about people who may find it? That way it's at least in the hands of a teacher and not in our hands.
Oh, that's true.
That's
Because
We
they
good.
could
could
steal it right
leave
now.
out
That
the
would be
idea
good.
They could
of
steal it right back.
who had it, because honestly we have no proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we could put that we found it. It doesn't matter how we
Like,
found
you
it.
found this left on the table in the library.
Or
And that way we don't have
especially
it.
with me.
or
Yeah.
the neutral side of me is coming out and saying it could be useful. Like some
Yeah,
of the stuff
that's
is
what
pretty
I'm-
terrible.
But
But
the
there's
thing
some
is, we
that's
could
less
just
terrible.
copy things from it
I
and
say
then
we
turn in
stop
the
talking
book.
about it so much in public, and we'll think about it later. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to find like an area of the library that is like a dead end or something like
yeah,
that.
one of those, yeah.
Yeah, and turned into something small.
2021, the
Sneaky.
Hogwarts security cameras. The fuck?
You
No.
go ahead and make me. This is going to be a care magical
orders?
creatures roll.
Hi.
Something
Think
small and
what
sneaky.
Ring is here, guys.
Could I like be in front of him before like?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
like you
yeah.
could all like
Okay,
do
yeah,
that
like,
like you let's look at these books as we all stretch out our bodies.
And now there's one
Um,
other person.
Stretch
Whoa.
out our bodies.
But yes, Mari, you have that currently in your inventory.
That's scary.
I rolled horribly. Do you really want me to blow on it?
Did I steal it?
So
You want Megan to blow on your dice?
Hey, I brought her
Yeah,
a
that's
natural
so
20
nice.
that
That's
one
great.
time.
Yeah, that's
You can do it.
That is a 13 plus 8, so it's a 21.
21. You are
Pretty
proficient.
sweet.
On a 21. You guys all watch as Cody scrunches up his face and that, and you watch as his face then like squeezes in. His nose pops like it's almost that like when you push everything in and like something else pops out. His nose pop,
Oh, that sounds nasty.
and everything just slowly like shrinks and scrunches until sitting in front of you is a
Like,
really.
do you, can I say it? Okay. Well, can I at least get a picture? I'll clear it with you first.
do you have another
What do
animal you can turn
What do you
into?
turn into?
It's, this is what Cody's been doing while he's been on break with his family, is figuring stuff out. This is his level 2s.
I don't have anything yet.
Yeah,
I
I know.
really am too emotionally scarred to learn
I'm
anything.
too emotionally scarred. Like normal students.
What are you turning into?
You're telling me
Yeah.
That's what I was.
You're so cute.
A beautiful little ferret that almost seems to have like
Please, someone pick him
black,
up and
like
swing him.
it looks like black little robes, like what he would have been wearing. This black
Can
little
I pet
ferret.
you?
Someone pick him up
Mara,
and
he's
swing him.
still Cody. You don't want to pet. Oh,
Leah and Leah just full starts like
Leah.
scrunching
Yeah,
head.
He
stretching.
kind of like really leans
It's
into
not
it.
that.
You see the legs shake a little bit.
There's a part. Okay, if I can talk about my family really quick. There's a part
Yeah.
on my cat back home
Stay like
that
this,
will like
right?
get his leg to go, but as soon as you let go, he like is so embarrassed he runs away.
That's adorable.
Tate like uses his wand, picks you like flop, like noodle hangover, just like holds you up, just like, you good? Do you want us to like huck you into section, or do you want to just? Could someone make a quick distraction?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm just gonna like huck him with my wand, catapult.
Oh.
You just see me get like
Pence.
ready.
I'm
I'm
just gonna
holding
go
onto
talk
the edge
to
of the
her.
wand.
Yeah,
At the
it's like
desk,
you're
okay?
like full like trooper
With
style hanging
daylight.
on. And he's just like, hold,
Okay.
hold.
Yeah,
So
I just turn and.
Hold on a sec. Just hold on a sec. I'm gonna go to the desk where Madame Pence is.
Yeah.
Is she at
Madame
the
Pence,
short-
yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to say, hey, so I'm looking for books on certain kind of potions. Like, I'm really interested in healing these days. I really want to see if you guys have anything like that.
Yes, we have some good healing potions over. She points to where like your friends are in that section.
Oh, I see. Oh, look at this shelf. Is there anything on this like
What?
shelf?
Watch out! Boom! And it's just like hurls for us. Go ahead and make me a dexterity. I actually do need a dexterity saving throw. Just like, it's not going to be deadly, but you are getting
I
hurled.
fail.
What'd you roll?
A natural 20.
In the most insane athletic, you hit a chandelier, do a full
Your coolest
720
moment
around the
was when you were
bar,
a fairy.
triple flip down, and land gymnast style, boom, boom, on an open book in the restricted section. All while Madam Puntz looks up, what shelf are you talking about?
I thought I saw a
Just
shelf.
look over and everyone's like,
So sorry. I am so sorry. I thought
Please
I
do
saw.
not waste my time, madam. You
Okay,
see,
okay, that's okay. I'm so sorry.
immediately has like picked up a bunch of books and is going back to his shelving.
I genuinely was
this-
curious about the books.
normally
though.
librarians are really nice.
Yes.
Not Madam
Yes,
Pins.
not her. No.
Okay.
When you blow things up in her library, she's
and
not too
I
happy.
immediately start looking.
As you all give a silent ovation for this gymnastic ferret, we are going to cut back to our other
First
two
clap all
gentlemen.
around.
Yeah.
As you
I
are
love
walking,
just like
Yeah.
go clapping quietly.
as this ferret just,
I love
pretty cute.
Hey, Eleanor, I just want to clarify. Trent is a they, right? Not a he.
it. Zach.
Zach.
Zach is the name.
Zach is
Okay,
they.
because I
They
keep
both
hearing
are
the,
they.
the both guys, and I'm like, okay.
No, Zach is he.
I'm.
Zach's a boy. Or no, wait.
Zach is the name.
Trent's
Zach
a
is
boy.
they, then
Trent's a
Trent is
boy.
he.
This
Zach
is why
is
this
they,
is
them.
confusing.
Zach is they them. Yes. Okay.
But
I just
you're
wanted to make sure
using
'cause
like
I've
how it's like,
heard
oh, Mr.
Couple
Elliot,
different
that's
things.
fine.
I want to make
Yeah.
sure I was being respectful in the right way.
This is why I
Okay.
say Zach.
Zach.
Who's up next?
Zach and
Yes.
James, you guys are walking down the hallway post Lupin's office. There are 5 people left on this list. I would love for you both,
Dodge the
though,
legs.
to make me a perception check.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were gonna fall.
Sorry, what's going on?
Perception checks.
On it. Sniffing. Who are we sniffing at next?
Well, it's more some.
15.
That's high. That is very high too.
I probably have to
Get
go
rid of
around
everything.
Yeah, you're good. Just a second.
We will come back to your sneaky stuff in
Oh
a
yeah,
second.
it's
This is like a
advantage,
quick.
right.
No worries.
It's advantage because I.
Yeah.
No, this is just a perception. This is a visual.
I will take the 9.
This is a visual perception. A 9 and a 15. James,
Earl Jones.
down the hall, as you guys are walking away, you see the
Oh, thanks.
record room that you and the others were sorting in.
That's the door.
And as you look in, of course, that subconscious, well, let's look, you see not only the door,
Mm-hmm.
but it is wide open.
Oh my goodness.
I'll turn to you and I'll be like, the door is there.
This is a great idea.
Last time we were in the tunnels, everything turned out fine.
Can I just
Secret
go,
tunnel.
like, peek my head in?
Burning tunnel.
You peek
See,
your
not,
head
not
in.
in the door itself, but like
Yeah,
in the
the
room.
I forgot how
You
the rest
peek
of
your
the
head in the
song
room.
goes.
No one's in the room. You get the feeling like,
Yeah.
again, someone was just there, right? Like, you know, just not like, oh, let me just leave this room after, like, putting stuff away. This door's open, though, and you catch the faintest whiff of bad sulfurous eggs.
Who is it?
Oh.
It's just the door was open and they saw
I'll,
it.
I want to do an investigation check
Well, I want to make a
on
perception
the
check with scent.
door itself to see if it's been trapped.
Ah,
I
yes.
want to know where the scent's going.
So a perception,
Wait,
scent,
can you smell the eggs?
Yeah.
slight smell of eggs.
Who are you searching for?
Or they
Zach,
kinda like
you
sort of
can't
are.
smell the. This is part of the spell's magic. Is this is like a basically an imaginary smell. So like only James
He's
can really
just
smell.
hallucinating.
Yeah, right.
So I do want to see if the door itself
Go for
is
it. Yes.
trapped. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Is this
This is like a pure investigation because it's like trap finding, right?
okay? 14.
14. You're looking at the door. The door just looks like it hasn't been closed. There actually doesn't seem to appear to be any like traps or wires, like anything you would use, if that makes sense.
What's the nearest main classroom to us?
The nearest main classroom on the 3rd floor is actually the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom in terms of like classes.
might be our next bet.
Like to go.
Probably. I just realized I dropped my hex in for a minute.
You mean go in there?
No, like, because only you can smell it. I thought that I could try and help, but I can't, right?
Yeah.
The nearest main classroom is Defense Against the Dark Arts.
I will say this: you don't smell, though, anything outside, James. It's only in the hallway. There's no smell around the door, if that makes sense. That's
so it's actually in the castle, not through the door.
It's the castle itself. Like in this room you're in, everything you weren't smelling anything. It's only when you got close to this door, like it smells as if someone has been there.
This is one of the doors in the hallway. It's probably double. Because the thing is like with magic, just like you are, just like he was saying, you cannot create matter. You can only influence it. So that means he's using this door as an entryway.
Okay.
Whoever this is.
Let's go. To
Keep
the
me
next.
up. Let's keep going.
Yep.
We could do Harry. I wouldn't call him Harry. That's one of them. We could do Professor Potter, or personally, I would want to do the Muggle Studies teacher.
Are
Just to
they
make sure
down this hall as well?
No.
No, they're far. So I guess we could do Potter.
Just
that
real
should
quick,
be the
Potter,
next
and then
priority.
yeah. On the way to is it Professor Tubb?
Professor Tubbs' classroom is all on the first floor.
Okay.
Professor Potter's classroom is on here. Some of the other offices, though, are in other parts of the castle.
Cool.
So let's see if the professor's in his classroom. If not, then we immediately go to top. Sound good?
Yep.
Done. And we're beelining it.
You leave the open door behind you as you try to beeline. I need investigation checks then from both of you to find Professor Potter. Because again, where would he be?
I can still get advantage though, right?
Can I do the socialite
this
thing
is-
again?
Yes.
Smell
Okay.
for Professor Potter.
No, because again, it's like you
Okay.
don't have an access to a smell.
It's kind of a measly number. It's nothing. Like
What?
that. I got a
22.
nat 20.
Nice.
Cool.
And I got 22.
On a nat 20, I will tell you completely. Professor Potter has left the castle today.
Could you just follow
Actually,
the
I have a
sun?
completely random idea because we're kind of still in this hallway, yeah?
Yeah, like you go down his classroom, and it's easy enough.
Just
Some
follow
student
Are
tells
there
you
any
like
doors that you can see that I can't?
all of them.
Well, I know. But, like, what if there's another entry or something? Or if it's not that specific door to the records room?
Is there
So I
one
went
way
up
that
to
the
door
scent
there,
is stronger
there,
than the other?
If you were to go back to the records room, you could probably figure that out.
Do you want to just follow the scent?
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, let's do it.
You guys head back.
You should have your wands drawn.
In our
Oh,
sleeves.
you mean this old thing? Just
Cody the Ferret, as you are slinking around the restricted section, you are looking for a advanced potion book, something that would contain.
The research of a teacher, you know, because it's kind of a new thing, right?
This is a newer potion, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me an investigation check as you're slinking around.
Okay.
And this is funny because the rest of you are like kind of peering against like the iron grate bars to like this part of the library, and you're just watching a ferret just.
Well, can we also be looking for other stuff while we're in the library?
Yes, you could.
Sweet.
Because my brain does not function. Could I have cast a guidance on myself before I changed?
technically yes, because I used to play cleric.
Because
No,
it's
he's not
a
a cleric.
But
That's
I
how
do
I
that
know.
spell works.
I will say yes. I will say we can retract it just this once.
Cool.
Guidance.
So Mara, what are you trying to find though while Ferret Boy is
Remember
doing
how we
that?
talked about me wanting to look for some more cantrips?
Yes.
I want to find a book that would have some of those, especially ones that could, like, well,
Go for it. Give me an investigation
Whatever
check.
cantrips I do.
Here, can I help her looking for that?
Sure, yeah.
And
have
I will
advantage.
genuinely look for a healing
the investigation. Did you say?
anything.
Investigation.
Like I'll
Healing?
go. So I'll be in the section that we were all in, but
Yeah.
Here, Lonnie, can I borrow your tree?
yes.
So the higher one was a 7. Could I Tides of Chaos?
Could I
I
type
s-
chaos?
No.
I scored a 15 with that.
Oh,
15.
oh! I thought you were giving me the help action, so I rolled
Oh.
twice.
And
the
Yeah,
other one was
we're
the
gonna
same.
call it the
Okay,
help
yeah,
action.
just help action.
7. You're gonna. Yeah, sure. You can tense chaos. So.
Okay, that's a 17.
Nice.
That's
So
way
it's
better.
not bad. What'd you
A
get?
9.
A 9. What'd you get?
Oh, I'm supposed to do that too.
yeah, a lot of books
I
can be
knew
found.
that. It was so close to not 20.
Can I just be reading
It's
my
a
French book?
5.
Oh, like hardcore, yeah. A 5.
Yeah.
Cody,
It
I
was
do
so
need a
close.
quick perception check.
Mrs. Norris.
That's
Oh
a
no,
15.
she eats a student.
Plus guidance. Oh,
You're
don't
looking
use
through,
guidance.
and as you're like trying to like rummage through a lot of these books, you like are looking through and you're like, okay, potions book looks pretty normal. This like trying to like flip with your 10 little paws, because again, like you shouldn't change it back, because then it's like, what's the student doing in there? As you're flipping through though, you hear, hey! You turn and see a mangy, red-eyed cat
Oh, it's Mrs.
staring at you.
Norris.
To her.
What are you doing?
She's terrifying.
I'm just going to stand up on my hind legs and just like, why, hello there, madam. I'm just here to look at some books.
You're sneaking. Sneak! And
We
all
hear
of
the
you
cat.
hear.
Wait, I'm right next to this section too. I'm right next
Does
to this
any
section.
of us
'cause
know
I'm in the healing
Silencio?
section.
What?
I'm here.
Yeah, you'll hear it, but like,
Okay.
what are you gonna do?
Wolf that make more
You
noise?
sneak! She is charging at you. As this grumpy geriatric cat is.
Oh, how fat
bounding
is
at
she?
you.
I'm gonna do
Like
Wingardium
a
Leviosa.
bigger animal.
I'm gonna whisper Wingardium Leviosa.
On him or the cat?
The cat.
Unwilling objects.
Is there an open window?
There is.
No!
There is open windows.
Don't kill Mrs. Norris!
No,
I was
do
thinking
not.
he was gonna try and like bullfighter her through the window.
That's exactly what I
As
was
the-
thinking.
I tried Leviosa.
She
Try
got-
to murder Mrs. Norris.
I get it.
How
Do
am
I
I
get
gonna
her?
guess already?
Full.
That's a good
You
question.
have extended Mrs. Norris the eyes like, set me down! I
I'm
must
gonna
tell
check
my
her out.
lovely Mr.
I'm going to
Finch!
check her
Sneaky
out.
little
I'm
Finch!
going to check her out the window.
You hear claws into your shoulder. What are you doing?
The cat was making a lot of noise and it was.
Boom! Mrs. Norris is down immediately, is chasing you in as you turn. Madam Pitch just out. Immediately though, Mrs. Norris is back on you.
Crap.
I
The
tried.
librarian-
We're gonna roll initiative real
Go
quick.
full matador.
Why did she notice me?
Cause the cat is screaming, and then you
put her in
full
the
Wingardium
air.
Leviosa her into the air.
that you
I
just
was
gotta
trying to get her high in the air, but okay, whatever.
It's
Still,
easy
she's
enough to
screaming.
have someone go, why is
Let it
Mrs.
back.
Norris screeching in my library when it's quiet, right? It's a
Okay.
library.
Can I? I'm gonna just kind of look up the nearest cat pluck I can find. Weasel.
Quick weasels.
I might be able to find something, honestly.
I'll tell you right now, Leah. You've received a month's ban from the library and a detention for attacking Mr. Filch's cat.
You
Okay.
I love. I saw the look of realization on your. I was attacked.
Imagine.
No, I originally wasn't, but what I realized was I probably have to tattoo with Mr. Filch, and I'm kind of freaking out about that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you and Brigitte are gonna have a lovely Saturday together.
So I got a 17.
A 17. Mrs. Norris got a 12, so you will be going first.
Okay.
You are on top of a lot of shelves right now.
I
It's
try
kind
to
of what's
save
been
you.
happening because it's like easier to grab a book and like up high, just be like. So what do you do?
I run over, and I am going to jump towards one of the open windows and stand right on the edge, and just be like,
You all see this little ferret in
He's
this
gonna die.
full.
okay. So
Pull
what
out a red
I
hand
want to
and
be
say,
ready to do. What I want to be ready to do is if she like charges at me, I want to be able to basically fall, but just grab onto the edge, and so she goes. Whew.
You are readying an action to
I wanna
grab a ledge. So a cat flies out of a window.
Look at the D&D,
I
folks.
love this game so much. Here's what I will need. That's so if I. This is basically going to give you advantage on like a deck saving throw.
Okay.
Mrs.
I
Norris
want Mrs.
is.
Filch to die.
It's a cat.
She's
it
an
won't
evil
die from
cat.
falling.
Isn't that her name? No, Mrs. Filch.
That would cause a lot of other problems.
Well, that's what you got there.
That's just a theory. A game
I want
theory.
Mrs. Norris to die. It if she happens to
You
notice
see
the
Mrs.
stuff as
Norris
well, I
looking
don't
and just
care.
Yikes.
sneaky little gross thief has
Hey,
friends.
hey, can we talk about this? Can we just?
I can take your body back to my master.
I could get you a treat. I could get you some food.
Your liver.
Oh.
She is now charging. She's going in for an attack.
I like her even more now. Like, no offense, guys.
As Mrs. Norris
Mad
leaps
respect for Mrs.
in the
Norris.
slinkiest of slinky little weasels, you just kind of like down the ledge, just kind of let yourself like noodle, like slither down. The ferrets don't have bones.
How far up
They're
are
just
we?
rubber. Good heavens, the library is on the 4th floor, if I'm remembering
That's a
correctly.
No, cats survive 40-foot falls like it's nothing.
No, it's a
No,
castle.
no,
It's a
it's a
lot
castle.
bigger than
This
that.
is a
Yeah.
castle. Here's what
With
we're
like
gonna do.
20-foot high ceilings.
Go ahead and make your dexterity saving throw with advantage, if you would like
Okay.
that.
That cat is dead.
I'm so worried.
If this is literally how Mrs. Norris dies, if we are the students that killed Mrs. Norris, I'm not gonna be able to.
What?
Oh, with advantage?
Oh no.
What was
Let's
it
see
with
what
that?
happens, because Mrs. Norris is still trying to make an attack on you. It's just at disadvantage as you're like falling. Okay.
Cody
The
died.
first roll was an 18, naturally.
I got a 13 armor class.
14 plus 3 equals 17.
Yikes.
I'm going
As
down with her.
she grabs your claws and fur, as you slip down, she lands hard. She is falling out, but you see you all watch as she grabs Cody's shoulders and out the window you go with her.
Oh no.
Can you
And
make checks to land on top of her?
that's
No!
all you see from Cody. We will resolve that next time. If you need to leave.
I mean, we
Can
can
we, like,
finish
run
this.
away?
Oh, you want to finish this now? I can't just leave you hanging.
Come on.
It's a cliffhanger. That's
like,
what.
run
No, it's not
Yeah.
anymore. I'm calling.
Wait,
Nick made
can
the
we like
best
run to the
ref-
window and Wingardium Leviosa him?
Right now, Madam Pince is still. This is all
She's
happening
already
while
out of the library.
No, this is 6 seconds. This is all happening while she's talking to you. Anyone does anything, like, you really can't, because it's like, crap.
Well, I
Nice
guess I'm gonna
knowing
be
you.
making a new character. Just kidding.
Cody, you hear whistling. I mean, it's just like, death and glory! And this cat yell as Mrs. Norris falls.
Please tell me she screams like Queen and Country too.
No, Death and Glory is better.
Death and glory.
Death and
It's death and glory.
Okay.
I love it.
This is what Mrs.
Can you
Norris is
imagine
thinking
how
all the
terrified
time. This is
this-
canon. Yeah, that's her.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, yo, why'd you
So
put my
we
cat
just
into a
literally
G&D
watched her.
kit?
Well, did we watch her just go out the window?
You just what? Yeah, Cody just.
So can we go, Madam Pince, Mrs. Norris just went out the window.
Hear me out.
It wasn't me, I swear, I dropped
Madam
the
Pince.
spell.
What?
Hear me out.
Okay. Okay.
Not
Okay.
really knowing what to do with this information.
I have time, right?
You have here. I got to do some quick calculations. Oh, this is fun.
I need at least one round.
You are
Yeah, you have it.
exactly 4th floor, each floor. Cody, you are 60 feet in
Okay.
the air.
Oh frick.
Each round. Oh,
What
this
is the
math,
carrying capacity of an average swallow?
I'm making swallow.
Of an all-European swallow.
You are not an unladen swallow.
Okay.
Grip it by the husk. It's not a question
Although
of
it can
where he
help.
grips
Turn of
it.
velocity coming down.
I'm close to the wall, correct?
VT 2mg over.
Okay, we're not doing
No,
that.
I'm just trying to make sure I can like safely assume how many rounds you would get, if that
Okay.
makes sense. Because you're not like gonna get one round splat. It's that like, okay, how many rounds is it gonna take for you to fall?
Probably your best bet is
One
to
round,
either become something.
rounds.
I got this. I got this,
Okay, I'm
guys.
Hear
otherwise
me out.
hit
Filch
points,
is
hit points.
Filch is on the 3rd floor by
Yeah,
a
you have
window.
some wings?
He looks over.
No.
No,
He
I'm
just starts
like-
boogieing it down.
Absolutely not. I'm
Yeah,
not.
you have to be
Doing
what,
this
fifth
field
level?
trial.
I,
Yeah.
that
Massive
just
falling
does
off
not work.
acceleration of
With the
gravity,
way Harry Potter
density
works.
of fluid.
No.
Time is the
Okay.
terminal
I might get a
velocity
swimming
with
speed
the
one day.
dry cohesion.
But,
So, Cody,
yeah.
you have 3 rounds
Okay.
before you hit the ground, at which point you will be traveling terminal velocity and taking all of the fall damage. This is the first round. We are still in initiative with you, Miss Norris, so you will be going first.
Okay. So, I assume I'm falling close to the wall.
Enough, yes.
Yes. Are there vines growing up the side of the castle?
Or even ivy.
There might be, but it is winter. So here's what we're gonna do. You want an 18 or higher.
Crap.
Because finding good vines
No,
in
even
winter.
dead. Even dead. I just need plant
But-
life.
But they're covered in snow and ice.
Covered in snow, and that's really what you're looking for. It's not just like if they're there, it's if they're available.
Wait, are you trying to use a spell that technically, do you know this spell as
Well,
your character
but-
or because you're a druid?
You would have to change it out.
I know.
Okay.
So Mrs. Norris will know.
There's nothing. Right now you are looking at solid stone and ice as you fall.
Okay. How far away from Gryffindor Tower am I?
Very far. I don't think Theo could get there in time.
How much snow is on the ground?
Oh, let me make my weather checks. That's actually a very important. Let's see. There is snow right now. I mean, that's just natural.
And no one dies, because you said no one would die this campaign.
It's called. But
he lied.
people can get very hurt.
Nobody.
Exhibit
It's
A
like in
right there.
George in the Jungle. Just nobody dies in this movie. They just get very, very,
Very
bad
bad
boo-boos.
All right. Here's what we're gonna say. It is a cold, windy day. It is not currently snowing, but there is about 6 inches of snow still on the ground.
Okay, I don't weigh that much.
You know, no.
In fact, I should probably survive this, just based on real-world physics. But that's not how D&D works.
Especially if you get on top of the cat.
You
Guys,
guys-
just use
Could
your
I?
landing
Could
pad.
I try to basically onto the wall and like try to?
Oh,
slowly
you can try to
descend.
like jump off
I
of
will
Mrs.
tell you
Norris's
right
body
now.
into the castle wall.
Maybe this is important to know. You're technically in a grapple with Mrs. Norris, but like you're still kind of more free, unlike normal grapple, because you're in free fall.
Okay.
So like there is still a full cat on you.
Well, I could go full honey badger.
You could what? Honey badger, you say?
Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger don't give a shit.
I just want to be able to like, just change my shape and then grab onto like the side of the castle and just try to pray.
Or is there like a lower window frame that you can grab onto as you're falling or
Here's
something?
what we're gonna do. Cody, I will gladly allow you to honey badger. Giving you some more hit points. You will need to make me a dexterity saving throw. This is with disadvantage, as while you change, claws and teeth are still biting into you. It's harder to grab something when something's attacking you, is kind of the unfortunate mantra. Death and honor!
My favorite though is like I can get you some food. Don't
All right.
Great.
As a honey badger, you have absolutely nothing to your dex. So this is flat.
That's a 14 though.
A 14 does not beat the 15. As you grab the
So that's
sill.
round 1, right?
This is round 1. As Mrs. Nora just and rips your claws away as you continue the free fall.
Oh, so she's
Um,
going for death.
She's going for death or glory.
For dinner.
This is straight up kamikaze.
Yeah, literally.
Legit.
She
yeah,
attacks you
Norris.
again.
That kind of dedication for
This is
yeah.
actually what's important. You, as a badger, or no, excuse me, as a druid badger, you retain your hit points with your everything going on.
Well, no, I take on the hit points of the wild shape.
Oh, you're right, you do. You have 3 hit points. As
I
a
have
badger.
what? 3?
3 as a honey badger.
What?
Nice.
Honey badgers are
Nice.
pretty
That's probably
kickable.
more than a
Pickable.
ferret, though.
Yeah,
I
that's why I
mean-
got one half.
Well, so like, but then there's also the giant badger, which is CR
Giant badgers.
1-4.
Yeah.
Could I turn into that tech?
And
Just
take
according to
13
D&D.
hit points? Sure, yeah, we'll fit.
Yeah. Just as like.
Because
I just
Mrs.
wanna
Norris
stay
is
safe
attacking
for
you
the rest
as
of
you
it.
go down. She's also doing it in the sense of, because then if you land first,
Dinner.
you know.
I'm
Okay,
going to
so
kill
she's
this
going
cat.
to attack with
I'm
her
going to
claws.
intentionally kill this
I'm gonna
cat.
kill that dog. I'm gonna kill that dog.
She very much hits. You take 6 hit points as she digs in.
This cat is evil.
My honey
Yeah, so
badger-
I can turn into the giant badger.
You can, yes. You are down to 7 hit points.
That's it.
Yeah, 7 out of 13. The cat is like running around, just like and like biting into your flesh, and just very comically.
She's doing her job.
Is
How I die?
your, this is technically your job. Just try.
That's like the saddest D&D death. How'd your character die?
Well,
Got bit
Mrs.
by a
Norris
cat.
Okay, but like,
falling
as
from
soon
a
as he
windowsill
hits
as
zero
a
is it a badger right now?
Yeah,
But
the,
he
it
looks
carries
the problem
over.
is it
It
will
carries
carry
over.
over.
But doesn't it just carry over what's left over?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I could still easily
He's
die.
falling
Yeah.
60
What are your
feet
hit
terminal
points?
I
velocity.
have 22 hit points.
Oh,
We are all barely level 2.
I mean.
And
Okay.
it's because it's all that
Survivors.
fall damage. Plus, I mean, she
This
is
is-
attacking on the way
But it's
down.
13 plus 22, so his odds are greater. That's
This-
No, right now he's at 7, so he only has technically
He
29.
had 13 plus.
Yes,
22.
yes.
That's why his odds
Okay,
are greater than
I'm gonna-
survive this.
My second round, I'm going to try to do the same thing again. If not, I have a plan.
It is getting harder because you are getting a little bit faster, and you are still in this grapple, so
Is
it's
there
a
a
disadvantage.
Old shrubbery at the bottom of the...
No, underneath that roll I made, I rolled a natural 3. Like, this is just solid wall. This is not good for.
You know, solid wall was my nickname in high school.
Oh. Here's what's gonna
I don't
happen.
even know how that would
That
come
was-
about,
that's pretty
like,
funny.
honestly.
He's like, I don't know if you want
Actually
to
kinda happened
promote
with
that
me at
one.
Mutual. We were playing flag football.
Okay, so...
Okay.
Okay, got the ball. turned
Dexterity
around and
saving
just
throw with
smacked him.
disadvantage. My good man.
Fell over.
Yeah, he goes down. I'm still standing up there. And he also hit his forehead, like his eyebrow, on my teeth.
Oh.
So
Cody,
split him
you
open.
feel
Yeah.
the cold is now
Yeah.
biting your little furry ears, as well as the physical biting.
Oh, it was
Yes,
furry.
Professor of Mrs. Norris, as she deals you 5 more points of damage.
Okay.
You are at
The honey badger form isn't going to do much for me anymore. Third round, I'm going to turn into a human. And I am going to pray and cast Entangle on the ground. What I want to happen is I want to use... So, Entangle, according to the spell,
yes.
Yeah, Chris.
grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square starting at a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into area difficult terrain. Basically, I want it to, like... Basically, I want the
Shrubbery.
plants to come up and try to
He
grab
wants
me
a shrubbery.
and to stop me from hitting the ground. Because
Yeah.
if I intentionally fail the saving throw, I become restrained.
And what I
My
would
roommate has not
say
seen that.
is,
Really?
It makes me so sad.
you would say all the same throw. I will say this. You change back.
I am so scared
Uh,
for you.
Cody, you.
My American
Would he have to make
friend is
another
dead.
dex saving throw?
This is what's gonna. No, so what's about to happen
This is my third round. I'm
He's
gonna
got
die.
a month.
Oh, for his third round, he's prepping for impact. Cody, you have 22 hit points.
Yes.
I will say this. It is Mrs. Norris's last round. You have suddenly become a whole student. I will be nice and say she doesn't know what to do with this information. Or you could assume that a cat, it's still very much in your arms, like clawing, but it's not like, ah, like something like freaked out cat. Entangle, if you intentionally save, I will say I will knock off 2 dice. For like trying to slow the damage. Right, that kind of like grab and slow.
And
Uh,
there's snow.
So that's 4d6 instead of 6d6?
Hmm?
Because it's a d6 for every 10 feet, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's 4d6 instead of 6d6.
For the 60 foot versus the 40 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the 60
Is it more or less than 4?
Yeah, like how many dice are we talking about here?
Because it's supposed
This
to be
is-
1d6 for every 10 feet, so instead of 6 it'd be 4.
Yes.
Okay, because you were
So,
acting
no.
like, no.
I think I misspoke then. Because 60 feet, that's
Why is the
where
rum gone?
it was 60 feet. 60 feet left when the round started. It's like, by my quick calculations, like that's
Oh,
how
yeah,
fair I would
absolutely,
say.
yeah, we'll
There is a total of 100 feet falling from the 4th floor top library window.
Yeah, you said 60.
60 feet is where like the round started. Because that's where it's like, aha, now I can do stuff. If that makes
Oh my
sense.
gosh, you're going to die.
So I'm knocking
it's
off
actually 8
2d6
I could
for
survive
entangle,
this.
and I'll even say a d6 for snow. 6 inches.
You're
No, wait, 6 inches is human. No, d6 back. Okay, 8d6.
You're going to die.
Scotland, wouldn't there be more snow than 6 inches?
No. Everything's too coastal, too much salt in the air, hardly ever really snows.
Okay, Mr. Accurate.
I lived there.
It's like in Weymouth, because we were right on the coast and it like barely ever got snow, and when it did, it was that gross
Cody,
like
Cody,
inch
it
of
was
slush.
nice knowing you.
Yeah, that's how it
And
was.
everything's still shut down. Like no trains were running.
Cody,
It was awful.
what do you think as you see the skies you fall?
Oh no.
Well, crap.
Oh no.
BAM! You hit the ground hard, immediately blackout. After a moment, I will say naturally all of you would have ran to go find.
Yes.
As you run in,
I am pulling out my.
you
boost
run
right
out,
now.
and on the ground, what you see running to him is tiny little plants have tried to pop out of the snow. Like grass has tried to grow bigger, and snow and everything is like there is no sign of a forest.
I'm going to kill that
And
cat.
as you come up, you like
She's like squashed underneath him.
I know, it's either that or she landed right on top and she's a cat.
Well, but
Yeah.
would she leave footprints in the snow if she ran away?
you do see footprints.
If you
leading
could
away.
find, you know, if
Okay,
you could find those through
I'm
the
not
blood.
paying attention to all that. I'm getting
As
my,
you
both of my potions
immediately
out.
grab, you lift Cody up, and Cody, you feel the worst headache of your life.
I need to live.
As you take
What?
20 hit points, you survive with 2.
Oh,
I rolled a 5, 5, 1, 1, 1.
Cody's invincible!
Oh my god!
Cody, you barely live with 2 hit points. As immediately, though, everything hurts, and you very much should go to the hospital, though, as stuff is broken.
So our conversation to the nurse will be like, this stupid idiot tried to jump out a window
No.
to save a cat.
Yes.
I got injured saving Mrs. Norris.
I spend my bonus action to cast healing word on myself.
Sure, it's like
it's not
healing
that
word is like that healing magic with the potion. You're gonna need to go to the hospital, and then you can gain full as well.
Okay,
so.
yeah.
The
Let's take.
stupid idiot tried to jump out a window.
Okay, when
Jumped
we
out
take it to the
window.
hospital thing, I'm gonna be
Do
like,
not
Madame
get detention.
Pomfrey, this
Do
is
not.
why I want
Like,
to
I was
apprentice
trying to be a
under
hero.
you.
I know.
Zach,
This is why.
Zach and James, we're gonna cut back
he
to
fell off his
you.
broom.
This
No,
is
she jumped out of a window trying to save
Saving the
Mrs. Lawrence.
cat is
Okay.
more important.
So healing word heals me for 7.
Oh my goodness, sir.
You
I
will
can't
full
believe
heal
you
back
said that.
at the hospital, and you don't have to waste the points. Is what I'm gonna say,
Okay.
if it helps.
Holy flip, that
Okay,
was
this is gonna be kind of anticlimactic, but did you ever say what cantrip books I was able to find on that 17?
Okay, how do you get going,
17.
guys?
You have found a book all explaining
gosh.
the intricacies
So I
of
didn't
Expelliarmus and dueling.
Congratulations.
Yes!
Are you
I was
dying?
expecting
We
us to
need to
find
s-
pieces of you,
Megan.
like
Yeah.
honestly.
Just
Yeah,
read that
like-
book together.
Absolutely.
James and Zach, you guys come back to the door, and you smell that faint scent.
Get a boy.
We smell, boy.
What do you smell?
James, as you guys come in, this is a prong-divided hallway. Not like what you've seen before, but instead this hallway seems to stretch off left and right in a V shape.
Okay.
What do you smell?
Does the scent come from one direction?
Give me a
No, that's a boy.
perception check.
Makes you feel. Can I actually give help instead of doing another perception check?
No, because unfortunately the way that this trap works is like there's really no way to like help smell it because he said it.
And can I do like an investigation check to see if I can see any life that's passed through here, you know? That's better.
18.
Okay, so that's 16 for investigation.
Yeah, I gotta go. Sorta, guys.
Good night.
Big
You
cow!
survived.
Yes,
They're not
seriously.
dying!
in the hospital for the rest of the session, so.
No, basically.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Okay,
fair.
see ya.
See you back soon.
18. 16?
Like, what the couch spot now, or do you prefer there?
Couch will have that better support for your back though.
No,
Just being able to like butt in the don't slouch it. You sit like up with
If I
like
can lay down on the ground, it'll be better.
alright.
To be fair, Ox, most of
Ah.
our legs aren't as long as yours, and so we have to slouch if we want our backs to touch the back of the couch.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Alright, alright.
Especially if we want
Not
our feet on
everyone's
the
a giant.
floor.
I don't have a problem. Right?
Well, then you never get claimed to be tall again.
Yeah, how tall are you
Well, it's
again?
this thing called.
6'3".
You didn't know there
I'm
was the
5'4"
ceiling.
and
It's
a
making
half.
me
Yeah, I'm
shake.
looking
Yeah.
at shorter than August.
Well, then Nick,
So it's
you
a
want to
person
sit
who
on the
married a
couch?
tall person.
All right,
I
Yeah,
know.
there's
All
got
three of you are so
Okay.
tall.
we're just being here.
And we
Anywho, as you guys go in,
Well, but apparently could have been that
But
tall.
for some
We
reason,
knew
short
that
girls always very
the
really tall
celiac
guys, and I'm like,
It's
so far that
because
kind of.
you
Yeah.
can't reach any.
Well, Marissa's pretty tall.
Yeah, she's like 5'8".
James, the scent seems to come from the left hallway. Zach, what you notice on a 16, not just that there's no signs of life, there doesn't seem to be signs of fire either.
Okay,
From last time with the fire animals.
Yes.
I'll go.
What are you smelling?
Bounce down the hallway. No.
Thanks, Claire.
Oh, it helps so good if you were an animagus.
Yeah.
You have a better sense of smell. You just turn into like a pointer dog.
As you guys head down the hallway, you find another fork in the road.
I pick it up.
You find 2 hallways stretching left and right.
What does he mean? He has to pick up a fork.
That's a pretty neat fork you got there.
And the scent is getting stronger.
That was so
Slightly.
Okay.
You will have to make me another perception to follow it, and if you want another just general perception or like investigation of like what's going on.
17
Did you
that
say
time.
Hannah? It wasn't like this when you were dating?
No. These started way before we were dating.
Okay.
I will
He's
say,
always been
dad
that way.
jokes are some of the best ever. Like,
You
Sometimes.
said perception.
I love them.
So that's going to
Okay,
be
one of my bosses made a sign for
a 17.
their bathroom.
17.
And it says,
Pretty good. You are
"Jokes aren't
still
my
following
favorite,
set.
but
It
they're
is
a
now
solid
going to the
number two."
right. Nothing is still around.
Okay.
As you follow along the hallway, after a moment, you guys see coming up a closed door. And as you come to the door, the smell is definitely here, and there's no signs of anything.
Okay. So, like, I think the scent is coming from directly behind that door?
Could be, or that the scent has been here.
Okay. Can we, like, hear anything through the door?
That's what I was
Just base listening, no.
Can I put my ear
smell
against the
anything,
door?
Not rotten eggs, but like any human?
You
Can I make that
smell.
check?
Nothing seems to be scent-wise here, even with no check needed. And putting your ear against the door, James, you hear like kind of that empty silence of what might be a room. Zach, in checking around, you can now make me, if you want, any sort of perception or investigation.
Not 20! 20 of that. I have not touched it. I have not moved it.
Alright,
Isn't
alright.
that 20?
Fair.
Alright, now I'm gonna let Megan.
Thank you.
Zach, someone has come through here, but it's hard to place the scent. It doesn't smell like anything you've tried before. It's just someone's here. Or someone was here,
Okay.
excuse me. But doesn't seem to be here now.
Could it be someone from outside the school?
Should we open the door? If they aren't here now,
Yeah.
then just looking.
Yeah.
You guys open the door.
I'm not gonna walk through. Yeah, I just.
I
wanna
kind of
open
kick it open. Not like forcefully, but like I use my foot
It's
to open
enough
it,
just
and
to
then-
like use your foot to open. No, I get that. As you guys open in to a small yet still brightly lit room, this room doesn't have any further doors, and it doesn't have any windows or even hallways. In fact, this room seems to be only maybe 10 feet square. But
This screams.
As you look inside, what worries you is you're looking at rows upon rows
Oh, I thought you were gonna say these.
of semi-automatic rifles.
Whoa!
Yo! It's tough.
I'm sorry, didn't American just happen to show up yet? Oh wait, we do have American prices. That was fun.
We got 2 Americans.
Whoa! I was not expecting that.
don't touch any of those. There's no military grade. What? Oh. It's that stupid eugenics book. And then I tell him about the Barnes and... Why did I say Barnes and Noble? You know what I mean. Flirtenblots incident. And I'm like, do you know anything about anyone having radical ideas at this school? Because I've seen, like, the book once.
Oh, I've read the book.
I didn't like cuss. I didn't cuss.
Oh, that's the best way to go. I read that one. You what?
You read my Kampf!
Yeah,
My
basically.
Kampf!
The other
Just basically told a Jew you read Mein Kampf.
Yes!
Hey, I read Mein Kampf.
exactly
No, you shouldn't. Like,
right.
Academically, one may read it. Sorry, we must learn from history. No. What I will say is, with that, we're gonna cut to our other four.
I think that's a great...
Oh my.
We're like faced with like military grade weapons, and I'm like, do you know of any students?
The other four of you, you have just dropped Cody off in the hospital wing, where Madame Pomfrey's like, I will take care of him, thank you. Next time, tell him not to try to rescue cats.
Look, she missed the best part. He barely has a copy book. He's like, oh, this one? I'm like, what the fuck? And it cuts.
That just feels like the moment where, like, it was James all along. No.
And I got you where I want
He's
you.
literally saying, he's like, I don't feel safe. You know? I'm in danger.
The other four of you are now, well, plus Tate. I gotta always remember Tate.
4 plus 3.
5 of you are outside the hospital wing, and we're not able to find any books about Zach's problem, but we're able to find moderate books about the basics of healing Leah, Expelliarmus,
I
Ferdulis.
was able to find books? Sweet.
So is it just Expelliarmus in the book?
Oh!
No,
Madam
you
Pince
said
wouldn't
it.
have
You
let
can't
leave with
retcon
the
it.
book. No,
Yeah,
you
you
found
got
it, but
it.
Madam Pince would not have let you leave with it because you did attack a cat.
Could like one of the other of us have checked it out though if we saw
No, well, because it's like you guys were running
We
to
were
go.
running out. We
Okay.
would, none
Oh,
of us would
that's
have actually
fair.
grabbed books.
Yeah,
You
like,
may
well, it's
have
like because
grabbed
you
books
grabbed the book before.
earlier.
Shoot, dang it.
Yeah.
Wait, can you remember exactly how we got here, by the way? Sorry, kind of.
Well, yeah.
Alright, Mario, you wanna go practice some
I was gonna
spells?
say, I want to go practice some spells.
You all could.
Yeah,
practice those
I
and
guess so.
I want to learn
stuff.
Expelliarmus.
Actually, let's
Yes.
see.
Something with
Do you
knives.
want to work on potions? Do you want to work on potions while I work on spells?
Wait.
But what? What?
Tate looks at his watches.
Oh, is
It
full?
is 3:30. Shit. Oh,
You lot
Mara,
are
I'll work
Quidditch.
with you.
Okay. You lot can walk each other down to the pitch.
Why?
Kisha's like, yeah, I don't want. I
You're
mean,
gonna die.
we already don't
By
have
the hand of
Cody.
Rose Weasley.
Yeah.
We should go.
Remember, he
Yeah.
was saving a cat.
Yep, he was trying to
Saving
save
a
Mrs.
cat.
Norris from... Mrs. Norris jumped out the window. He
Point
decided
of
to jump
order.
after
If we're
her.
not talking to a professor, can we say he was attacking Mrs. Norris and fell out a window? Because I feel like that sounds cool.
Absolutely.
That
tell
gets
us
you
things.
absolutely more straight.
You're like, we're not gonna like tell about his little No, that doesn't sound good.
It's a blood problem.
Zach's
Poor
got a
Okay, can we just
Condition.
admit that, like, all the girls would just be, like, beat Grant?
Oh, yeah, like-
Oh,
And
I've
then-
been laughing hysterically.
We're
about
all
it.
like-
older
Yeah.
brothers.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
oldest of 2. I would be beat
So
Red.
she's a prude.
Actually, though, but she's French.
cheese French.
Exactly.
The French are so
French.
promiscuous.
They're so dirty.
I
The
mean...
French. It's more like the French are very open when it comes to stuff like
I
that.
mean, they
like,
had an official
yeah.
position for the mistress.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
true.
part of the
More
language.
than one country had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
With that,
but like,
ye-
never mind. I'm not going to bring up that part. of
Tate's,
history, never mind.
Tate and Graham, you guys are gonna need to head off to practice. The other 3 of you can start practicing Expelliarmus if you would
Awesome.
like.
Okay,
Um,
can I start practicing Alohomora?
I'll work
Oh,
with
you
that after you.
could.
I'll
Yeah.
work that with you after Quidditch.
Are there any
Go ahead then.
cool
Both of you make me some magical theory
Yes.
rolls and start to
I don't
practice.
have any particular potion. I've got a pretty good stock, so can I look in your book with you or
With
no?
Expelliarmus, yeah, go for it. I mean,
Say
you both
15.
got it. Yes, 15.
Magical theory. That's a 21.
Oh, wait, she's learning
That is a
brand new
21.
But,
Yeah.
I worked so hard on... I'll work with Mara.
No, sorry, 22. 22.
I will work with
22.
Mara.
Got
Never
it. Go
mind.
for it.
I was like trying to think about which spell she was learning because I already have that one. I was like, no.
Yeah, Expelliarmus is. This is one that you've all seen, but now have a way to like actively
Yeah.
study it.
So 22.
22 is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
I'm proficient in magical theory. Where is it?
15, right? Sorry. Just want to see how we're gonna flavor this. 5.
We'll appreciate
It's one of those, you're all like in a classroom and the three of you are just like looking at one another after reading the book.
Expelliarmus.
And
Like
you
a
both
Mexican
point
stand-up.
at Brigitte without like Expelliarmus. So Brigitte, you're definitely like knocked backwards as you're walking out of your hand. You two are on the right path. Like, oh okay, like
Does Expelliarmus give you the wand?
no, it just
Okay.
knocks a wand out of your
I couldn't
opponent's hand.
remember.
You can
It like
still
your
use
opponent
the-
then could grab it back, but it's like so as you do this, we now cut to a very much freaking out Zach and James in a room full of guns and a book about eugenics.
The first question, you gotta get to practice.
Yes.
Secondly, what are your feelings on the book?
I just read it because the guy told me to.
What are your feelings on it?
I mean, people are entitled to their opinion. It doesn't match mine.
It doesn't match his. There you go. You're safe.
Okay.
Dang.
Do you know, like, you
I
remember
really
the
gotta get
exact
to
turns?
practice.
I know. You remember the exact
How
turns
did
how
you
to
Walk
get
at
here?
the same time.
You remember the
Yes.
exact turns how to
Or
get there?
I
Go.
want to try something.
Great time for experimenting.
I'm just gonna
That's
think-
the time.
I need a door, or I need a path to the Quidditch pitch, and then we have back into the hallway.
You think I need a path to the Quidditch pitch? Damn it!
Yes! That
You
is
figured out your
sick.
game.
Stop!
I thought you liked it when we
Okay,
figured
that
that out.
is an appointment.
But it's like
right there.
that is no. You get a point of inspiration because as you think that in this room, you turn in on your right. There's a door that was not there before.
Oh,
Is
We
this
need to
the
go
room
through
that
that.
they made? The room of requirement? My brother's talked about. What's with that?
No.
Nah. Well, okay, go to practice.
Grinch
Um, now that we know that this is the RR, I'm going to leave the military grade weapons.
Do you go through this new door?
Yeah,
Oh wait, we shouldn't split up.
Yeah, no.
yeah. Let's just both
Ah,
go to
and then
Quidditch
I
pitch.
follow.
We've
You
already split the party enough.
Right?
I have to ask.
I
Would
closed
you
the door
have
behind.
like
To the
both
hallway.
doors to the hallway? Okay. You close that one, and as you open this door, you are out in the
While
Quidditch
flying.
pitch.
Yeah.
Like you walk out, and it seems later in the evening. And as you check your watches, as they now seem to work, it seems to now be about 3:45.
Okay, I'll go get changed and grab my broom.
What do you do with this door? Do you leave it open or
Oh,
closed?
close it. Yeah.
You close it. Awesome. As you close it, you run off.
By the way, you
Zach.
shouldn't really be having that book on you. It's kind of like the mind comp of the wizarding world. Please tell me you know what that is.
Would
Oh.
this
What's
know?
wrong?
The wizard know what Mein Kampf is? Would you
My
know?
parents would have at least.
No, your
Yeah.
your parents are full wizards. Why would they care
Girl,
about
you're
Muggle?
11.
Yeah. I
Everyone
don't
should
think
care
you
about
know.
the Holocaust, but like wizards,
When I
like
was
have
11, I
their
didn't know
own
what the
issue.
book was
Your
called,
parents
and now-
actively fought in a wizarding war back in the early '90s against Voldemort.
Hitler.
Wow, I got confused there for a second. And so it's
Voldemort
like
was secretly
it's
Hitler all
not
along.
very like
Then there was Grindelwald, Wizard.
Grindelwald was
Yeah,
wizard.
that
It's
was,
like
like,
there's
buried
much
a while under all
bigger
the
stuff.
wizarding
Like Zach,
history.
you would be actually more on the side of pure-blooded like history in that sense of like this is what has happened.
This
Not
isn't good. It's so that people who are different should die, and that's kind of not how the world works. Not how it should work.
Well, depending on what kind of different.
Mm.
I will just say that.
I don't feel safe with my friends anymore.
No.
She wasn't there.
I know.
people-
It's the joke.
there are evil people that there should be justices and laws and
Yes.
balances. The point being though is that Purus
Very
Totalis, this book of literally stating that anyone who's not of magical birth does not deserve life, isn't something that should be said in theory.
In
You
theory,
really
yeah.
shouldn't go around saying that certain people deserve life or death based on their circumstances. And that's what's scary right now. You run off to the Quidditch pitch and barely meet up just in time to see Tate and Graham explaining to a very angry Rose Weasley something about Cody fighting Mrs. Norris and falling out of a window.
No.
You see Rose is just like, Right, dude. Tell him then next time jump head first so I can be done with his sorry bloody stupid ass. I am so sick of you Gryffindors always just man. All right, get on your brooms. Practice now. Don't you give me that face. Don't you give me that face. Where have you been, Jane? Practice starts at 15. Get your clothes on.
I'm here 15 early.
Yeah.
See you in 5 in a good
She
shape.
knows, and you got running at Jane.
See you in 5.
And you guys have an insane practice.
That's amazing.
Rose drills you into the ground. I mean, it's like very hard to like work up physical sweat playing Quidditch, but after all the reps, all the running, like she even gets you on the ground and does physical stuff, especially as a beater, right? Like working out your arms and stuff. Like it gets intense.
And she's angry. She's gonna make
And
it.
she's mad.
Yeah.
This is an intense Weasley
Zach
and
is
sports
taking
thermal.
notes.
She's gonna make us do suicide runs
Yeah.
until we die.
Zach just good. You can be in the stead. As you all are in various states of practicing new spells in classrooms at Quidditch, eventually nighttime comes. You are, I wouldn't say forced to go, but especially for the Gryffindors, you're in a big pack of Gryffindors all going back to the common room at the same time, all trudging along.
As
Oh,
just trudging,
shite.
can I practice Expelliarmus to see if I can? Because they ganged up on me. I really want to try one more time.
You can try one more time, yes. I will say.
Like, how many times do we have to be successful to be able to put that spell in our...
It's like kind of like a 3 strikes in your
Okay,
it's
then
kind
I'm
of
just gonna
mark.
keep trying too.
Well, it's like, but that's a good, once you get a success in the day, like there's so many times you can try and get it good. Kind of like with normal learning, it's like doing something right one time doesn't really teach you much, and whereas it's helpful, you can't keep going because it's like, oh, then there's further room where it takes longer to grow.
I
So
see.
you're telling me
Yeah.
now for me, it's kind of impossible to learn magic.
No, not at all. In fact, it's
I just
technically
have to
getting
get it.
easier.
No,
Um,
I have to get a nat 20 on everything.
No, what?
Anyhow.
You keep failing and making it easier, but you keep failing.
He's lowering the DC.
Side
But you, unfortunately.
What did
as
you get,
they're
Richard?
walking back to the common room, the Ravenclaw Tower is somewhat close to the Gryffindor, yeah?
It's same hallway, but like other side of the school.
I kind of like give right? An athletic check. I am sprinting back to my common room.
Can't they just like walk you to the door?
What?
Professor Tut next.
Yes. But also, the thing on Tuesday. Night. Ha! I look at Tate to try and get the message across.
His furry problem. No.
What?
I'm trying names.
God, just.
You
I
see
have
Rose
extra
Weasley.
classes that I have to do on Tuesday.
Rose Weasley straight up passes by. Hey man, if you're a furry, that's cool. And just Rose walks away.
Side note, no, actually, this will work. This will work.
Oh my god.
Wait,
When's
extra
your birthday?
classes.
Zach.
As Zach, I believe we said that he was it October?
I think yours was like very very early
Dang
October.
it, I don't want to wait that long because I wanted to get you like a tail then as your next present for that joke, but also for that excuse.
I feel like
now
that's a
that-
hate crime.
Wait, are you talking about your extra classes?
Oh, Megan.
Yes.
Actually get Eleanor.
But also,
Christmas.
Oh hey, for Secret Santa.
Oh, wait, who was a
What would you
Have
do
you got
if
it
you
yet?
got a like random anonymous present and it's a full furry tail? Like that's like emotional psychic damage,
With
right?
blood
Like
still coming from it.
oh! With that, we move on. It's the next morning. Oh
do I have
gosh!
to make any checks to run back to my room?
No, it's
That could
not
be
far
so
enough. You would get in trouble or get caught.
No animals were harmed!
We are very pro animals here with throwing cats and martins and ferrets out
Okay,
windows.
Mrs. Norris is evil. We all know this.
If evil animals deserve to die.
Yes!
Wait, no. We've come back around to you.
But you have to appreciate
I'm kidding,
how
sorry, that's
dedicated
such a-
she is to her cause.
I love
Mrs.
it.
Norris is very dedicated to.
Hitler was very dedicated to his cause.
Why are we talking about Hitler? Stop.
Guys, not committing
Are you
genocide.
comparing
Let's make
us?
sure there's
Yes,
actually a
sir.
very big difference between a man
This
committing
What is
time-
happening this
and a man
session?
trying to be fair. Politics.
We are now cutting to Monday.
Hey Twitch,
morning.
don't get rid of us, please.
Don't
I'm begging
cancel
you.
us. We're talking about Wizard Hitler, not real Hitler. But real Hitler was bad.
Yes.
So,
very, very
gang,
bad.
it's Monday morning. Here's what you need to know. Now you are back into, as with any school, it's homework and stuff. Like, stuff gets hard to, like, keep track of. Your first class is Defense Against the Dark Arts with Professor Potter. He is
You can
someone on the
sniff it.
list. What you need to know is, as you enter class, Professor Potter is going around talking about different forms of, like, environmental safety.
Does you
Right.
smell anything?
You go ahead and give me. This is a. How do you call it? Sleight of hand when you're using your nose.
Sleight of nose.
Sleight of nose. No. Well, it's like, I wonder if we even have to call it stealth because it's like you're trying to subtly smell someone. So let's call
Yeah.
it stealth for now. I will say it's a stealth check to smell.
I will
someone.
say, when
Should
someone
I
tries
tell
to
someone that
surreptitiously
they're-
sniff you, it doesn't work.
Military grade weapons in a school for magic.
There's a dude who was going around sniffing all the
On
girls
a
who doesn't
5.
certify in a certain
On
program.
fact, you do it, but
He
you're not
sees
thinking
you
about it
smell
right
him
now.
and looks at you really weird.
All of you look as James has dropped his quill, and as he leans down when Professor Potter passes, you all see as you cough while sniffing.
He's got a cold.
Not
Professor
terrible.
Potter, so are you all right?
I've got a cold. Sorry.
Can he like deception his way into?
You need to
the
full
cold?
deception.
So you can still carry this. You can still salvage this.
You can salvage this.
No.
9.
Oh.
That's with a +5 to deception.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Professor Potter gives you the weirdest of looks.
You haven't even talked to him about like the
as he,
I thought he did.
as he
I can't remember if he did. Sorry.
right. Now, when you're looking at any environment, one's always need to be careful when dealing with what you can't see. And James, what scares you the most as Professor Potter walks away is that you smelled eggs on his robes.
Rotten eggs?
Just eggs.
Were they rotten?
Sulfurous, rotten eggs.
Oh no.
And that's why you choke a little.
Oh no.
I have to kill
The
Harry.
boy.
Wait,
who
actually,
lived, who
Harry's
was the
probably
boy who
tracking down
helped
whoever
with
did
the
this.
genetics.
He's an ex-orer.
I know.
But
But
the
as
scent
11-year-olds
only comes from the person who triggered the
Yeah.
Okay, but
He
we
was
know
probably
Harry
tracking down
knows
whoever-
about
yeah.
the trap, about the room.
Or can we not
And the
assume and
hallways.
just continue?
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
None of
We
us know this. Only James, so
None
I
of
will
you know.
stop.
But no,
James-
he saw. Didn't he hear Harry or saw Harry?
Oh
in
yeah,
the-
I'm just saying that none of us know yet that Harry smells like.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
I'm just.
So.
I guess. Sorry. I'm just. We know
Okay.
that he knows about them, so he
Mhm.
could have got into the trap
Yeah.
without
Like I
actually
said.
being the bad guy.
Right, like I said, he was probably
Oh, because
tracking down whoever
Harry's
did it.
probably had a lot of trauma.
Oh.
If that's what makes you see the door.
I don't think.
I don't think
Quite a
that's
lot
what
of
makes you
trauma.
see the door.
Yeah, I'm not sure doors are thestrals.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes. That's
I
rules.
could've
You can see
sworn
that
it
if
was
you've
like,
seen
oh,
someone
because
die.
like a parent lied to him. Now he can see things.
What?
What?
Harry doesn't have parents
Then
to lie to.
every
No, I'm talking about.
I'm just saying logically.
He said adult figures lie to him.
Haven't we
James.
all?
Yeah.
It's hard to pay attention
Yeah.
for the rest of class
Yeah.
naturally. When class ends, all of you are getting ready in various degrees, and Professor Potter comes over to you. Right, is everything all right, James?
I do have a cold, sir. I also have a question.
Yes, of course.
A couple of weeks ago, we had, like, before the break and everything, we had chatted about the room of, like, the room that lets you have whatever you need. I was just wondering, like, how would one access that room? I really need some guidance right now with, like, all my family troubles and everything, and I was just looking to get in there.
You need to give me the persuasion check of all persuasion
Okay.
checks. This is
That one.
No, it's, well, with the +5, it's an 8. Oh, this is the worst I've ever rolled.
I wish I could like
That
gift
dice
you
needs
with
to
my
go
times of
away.
chaos right
This is
now.
what you get when you read Wizard.
James, you have a point of inspiration.
Yes.
Oh, I
yes.
do. Okay, I'm going to use it right now. Yeah.
Thank
I
you for
will
reminding
remind
him
you
of
of
that.
that.
Because I'd forgotten.
Okay, so that's going to be a 19.
Thank you.
A 19.
I don't know if it beats the DC. though.
Professor Potter looks around. He is actually watching and kind of waiting for everyone to leave.
Can I be outside the classroom but use my extendable ears to listen in?
You can, and you could get other people to leave to
And-
like better. Yeah.
Inside my cloak, I'm going to have my wand. In my hand.
Here, August.
Just in case he tries anything. I don't think
Maybe
he's
do
going
an
to.
inside
but-
check to see if I get any weird looks from Harry during class.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Go for it.
Ooh. Oh, because he would have then
Yeah.
been the one to be seeing you that night.
But when he
Watch us.
recognized
Graham's
you-
like, oh gosh, the boy who lived is trying to kill me.
I'm dead! No, you'd already be dead if you were trying to kill you, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
If you, where's inside on here?
Under
Where it is.
wisdom. You got this.
Sorry.
21.
Yes!
21's pretty good.
That's so good.
On a 21, Professor Potter doesn't treat you any differently. And in fact, just seems to be a normal professor. As you all leave and huddle then quickly around Mara's extendable ears on the outside the door,
Such terrible kids.
James, you see Professor Potter just
get murdered.
listen. James,
I don't like
I understand the necessity and it. I know what it's like to have difficult family. First thing I want to say is you have good friends and family here at Hogwarts. And so don't dive into then something that could be a crutch. I know someone who was really obsessed with that room. A friend of mine. And it, while it is great,
Interesting.
it's
My friend.
and it's not a great place to spend your time. James,
I
the
just
other
want
thing
to
is,
go in once.
if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think you can.
What does
The
one have
room-
to do to access the room?
It's not so much about if you can do something right. It's the last time the last time the room was used, I believe it may have been destroyed even. During the battle against Tom Riddle, I and my friends were finding things to fight Voldemort, parts of him to destroy, fighting the fight. And when we were escaping, the room had some powerful magic that had been cursed in it, this fire curse. And I came out, and a good friend of mine, Ron, and then actually the minister came out last, and we all were able to close the door. But I'd be very surprised if that room even exists anymore. That's some powerful magic to just burn it forever.
The school is powerful magic. What if it did exist? Like, what would one need to do to actually access it?
Well, it used to be accessed.
But the room and the hallways are different things. So you said
Fifth floor corridor. There's some pretty interesting stuff up there, and if you know what you want, like really know what you want, and then you really, really, really know what you want, you might find something.
Okay.
But again, you've got good friends, you've got good teammates. I've seen you play. You're a pretty good player.
Thanks.
And I mean, you got a match up in a week, so maybe focus on that.
Okay, I have one more question, Professor, though. And then I'm going to ask this next one, specifically watching for any reaction that he may give. Professor, I was wondering about, like, if I needed to go somewhere, could the Room of Requirement provide me with, like, a way of getting somewhere quickly?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
11.
On 11, you see a flash of recognition. Something in his face. Just the room could, in theory, take you places, but I mean, it's. If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't understand all the magic myself. It's powerful, strange stuff. Wouldn't be surprised if it's as old as Hogwarts. But yeah, could get you somewhere you need to be.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you've got more classes. Head off. As you see, he is turning. You all
Yeah, we're gonna
have
put the ears away, but be like, oh, we were just like waiting for you.
full deception, Mara.
Okay. Well, she's not gonna say anything, but it was just that I'm assuming that's the general pose that we're gonna take.
But Mara, you have a very guilty-looking face.
Can I help?
Can I help?
I need deception from everyone.
Oh, I
Good
see.
deception, guys.
Oh, I would have been there too.
I got
And my
16.
charisma isn't a minus. That's 21.
16, 21.
I got a 14. I can reroll if I need to.
Sure, let's guess it.
But I'm gonna stick with the 14 depending on what the rest of the party gets if it's a group chat.
2, so 21.
We'll do what? Take out a 4. He's very
roll for
flustered.
tea?
I rolled it.
Deception.
Section.
So it's your
He's
charisma.
a bit flustered.
At the bottom.
Thank you.
Poor boy.
16.
Hey, we both got 16. Please be good and
He proceeds to kill me.
Kills you all.
So that's a 4, a 14, and a bunch of like 16s.
21.
And you guys were both over 20?
You guys
So I'm
do.
gonna sit on my 14.
Right. Yeah, here's James. Sorry, we were just talking about some homework.
So kind of like a
Guys,
class.
you're not gonna believe it.
Hmm.
It's him. I really like that guy, but it's definitely him. He's the one
Gotcha.
that
He
triggered
has
the
this
trap.
thing where like
Wait,
it's
you're
like
saying this with
famous
Barry
people he
here?
idolizes.
No, he's not there.
No, yeah, he's already walking
Oh,
away.
okay, I'm like,
it's,
What?
the deception was
Hang on.
just the immediate,
So,
like,
like-
seeing you out, seeing a bunch of people just, oh, hi, and not thinking anything of it, right?
So like
Gotcha.
the hero of
Can
the
we
Wizarding World
still-
Defense Against the Dark Arts Professor is kidnapping children.
Also, what
Or
would he
is
have
it just
against
that he-
non-magical folk?
Or is it just
I don't
that
think he hates non-magical folks.
Seriously. Or is it just...
Tate Ray said, I heard his non-magical family are evil. I mean, I'm not saying that's something I could push
Well,
someone,
the
but
thing is, he also had friends who were like the Prime Minister.
Okay, guys, hold up. We're making too many assumptions here. Did he only trigger the trap because he knows about the doors, not because he's
That's
kidnapping
fair.
children?
True. McGonagall said they were. She had teachers like looking into this as well.
They
I
didn't
mean,
ever
we
ask me where the
cannot
door was.
assume.
They didn't ever ask me where the door was.
So obviously,
Why
But
can't
the
you
thing
see
is,
the
obviously,
door?
I don't know. Either way, he
can he see the door?
kidnaps
Grant?
us, or we can trust him. He's one of the teachers we can now talk to
That's
about
right.
this.
When I saw the hooded figure, he couldn't see the door, because he was going like until his hand found it.
Oh,
but
we
we
said it was
told
a
Lupin
Quidditch
that the
pitch.
door was in the Quidditch pitch, and he
Yeah.
would have told McGonagall, and so whoever she put on it.
Was looking for the door.
Aye.
Can we not talk about this in the middle of the corridor?
You could, I'll say, I'm not
And
going to
hang
be
on.
mean.
So
Slippery.
Go to the-
we saw Tup in the tunnels before that, though. Yeah.
Aye.
Which means he probably could see the door because we hadn't yet told them where it was.
We don't know who it was in the tunnels. We're assuming he did. I'm
I don't like.
Not
trying
No, I
to
think
build
that's
trust
important.
with my
That's
teachers.
that's an important fact to point out. You have not seen Tup in any tunnel.
We
We
saw
are
him on the
see him
list
covered
once.
in
We
sap.
are assuming all these different things
Mhm,
about
This is important.
professors. This is important to realize.
Yeah.
We do not know if it is Tup. We do not know if it is Harry or Potter, whoever, Professor Potter.
So we.
All
Well,
we
we did have
know,
smelled.
all we know is that there was sap, and that Tup was seen with sap on his robes. Now there could have been sap somewhere else in the building. Just to put that one out there.
I mean,
All we know is that someone triggered the trap. We know it was Professor Potter because of the smell. We do not know why he was using the hallways. He could have had a completely innocent reason for using those same
I
ways
mean,
that we
he
were
was
using.
an Auror, so he could be trying to find the.
Aye.
That's very possible.
So-
We just don't know. We're making too many assumptions about people we don't really know.
I can also
I love how
this
mature you
Tuesday
are as an
look for the
11-year-old.
same kind of sap in the forest. So again, I got a pretty good one of these, and so,
So
I
hang
can figure
on.
out if there's any other places.
If the
with
room
that
will give
sap.
us whatever we need, couldn't we just say we need to know who's doing it?
I don't think
No,
that's
I
how
think
the
it's
room
like
works.
physical. Can we still try it though?
That's
Yeah,
like a psychological thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
But we don't know
can
what.
it manifest
Okay,
problems
we
of
could
But
the
still
again,
ask
we are
Can
11-year-olds
we have a
with a
safe
magic
place
room.
to figure
But it's
this
like
out?
Pinocchio's nose, just by saying, is the Big Bang true? And Pinocchio, his nose
Well, but,
doesn't
like,
decide.
That's
if he's
not
in there, we could have a whole way meet up with him or something,
You
and we
could.
could find him.
Let's try this.
Like,
What are
just
we-
walk in and be like, we need to know who it is, and we could run into him.
Side note, have we done anything with the book?
Which one?
The evil one.
The what one? Oh yeah, by
Oh,
the way,
right, you
guys,
Bring that to Slughorn.
some when we were searching yesterday,
Oh no, you got
we came across the silver smell, right? And there was just a crap ton, a bloody amount of semi-automatic rifles,
What's
What?
a rifle?
Sweet.
guns.
You're so
like the okay, wait, rifle, like food, rifle.
No,
Like,
it is a mortal boom boom stick.
A
Were
gun!
you not paying attention in Muggle studies?
Now you sound crazy. No, but like Muggles use pitchforks and torches.
No, they use guns. It takes a tiny piece of metal and an explosion like a firework, and it sends it into your skin and kills you.
So they're still doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, those Muggles are dumb. Okay, now I'm not
No,
saying
it's not
anything,
dumb.
but like,
It's
I can...
It goes faster than
bullets.
casting a spell.
Bullets are faster than
Bullets are faster than words.
well, I mean, but like
Bullets
if you have the
are
right
faster.
word.
Like, because I'm saying this because, my parents have worked in New Zealand. Like, they've had to work with guns. Bullets are faster than spells.
But if you prep the right spell.
No.
Guess what? All you gotta
Unless
do
you
is
cast
go
it wordlessly.
Yeah, wordless spells.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the whole point. Is
Somewhat, but still.
so if you're
An
saying
instant. Here, no. Here, pretend to cast a spell in
Could
your
a
mind.
shield stop one?
Depends on the
Maybe.
shield.
then what's the point of like making shields if they're not?
It depends.
Oh,
on
you're talking
the
about like
shield.
physical shield or a magical shield?
Like a magical shield.
Depends on how thick it is.
So you
Yeah,
could.
I
if it's
figure
wood,
just magic.
It could still go through.
What?
It can still break.
Okay, so anyway, we're
So
not going
who's
to talk about...
kidnapping students?
I don't
Yes.
know, but there are military grade weapons in this school, and there shouldn't be.
Well, yeah, that's not good.
And we think that it has something to do with the book.
Why? Wasn't the book
Can
written by
I-
wizards? Wouldn't they be killing people with spells, not guns?
I don't know. I don't.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Wait.
I'm 11. There's guns in the school. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, no. That's a valid point. Mona raises. Why would wizards want to use guns?
To make it look like the Muggles rose up against them, and so they can take more legal action against them. It's the whole putting the blame on the minority. If they pretend to be the minority and then use the minority's weapons,
But then
then
why?
you say, "Oh no, they infiltrated. They killed us all."
If
We're
they're
sorry."
planting the guns to
Pretend
place
to be
blame, why
11.
would they plant the guns someplace no one would ever find them?
Question.
If they're
Aren't they grabbing muggle horns? Or
Yeah.
squibs? Whatever
no mages.
whatever
It's no
they
match.
are. What if they're going to use them as the excuse to using the weapons to
Yeah.
then attack? Not that it's
Because hear me
muggles.
out. There's even though
But
it's a
that is-
banned spell, there is spells that can force people to do things. I see what you're doing. With this.
I'm just
But then wouldn't they have already done it?
unless they're
No,
trying to
it's
form an
been
army
over.
and that's what they do when they
But-
disappear.
N- Actually, not even that. I'm sorry. Every time we look in those rooms, the hallways are different.
True.
And like, not saying that it's because we're kids or they're adults, but I don't even think being an
I've
adult.
seen one of
would-
those things take down a wolf in a second.
No, okay, but it doesn't matter what you've seen. All we're saying is, why would a teacher or whoever's behind this stockpile them to make it look like this?
Because
but they
of
can't.
that book. Because they're like, no mage have no place in magic.
But
They-
no one can find them. That's
Yeah,
where you're going, right, Jake?
Yeah, but no one can find these
So
guns.
no one would ever know and blame anyone.
But they're going to not have them hidden. They're going to take them out and hurt people.
Why
Okay.
haven't they done it already?
What-
Because it's not big enough yet.
Again, we are assuming we have no idea. We just know they're there.
See, yeah, they could have been there from years ago. They got lost in this tunnel of magically changing rooms.
Interesting.
Smelled like sulfur recently, though.
Alright, how about
Hold
this?
on, wait.
We go there, do a little boom boom of our own.
That's not gonna work.
So wait. You didn't say this before. It smelled like what you
Yeah.
smell.
We followed the trail to this room
Professor Potter was in the room.
with the guns. Yes.
Yes.
So
Which then, when he thought of getting to the
Professor
Quidditch pitch,
Potter.
a door opened
In the
and
hallway.
we were at the Quidditch pitch.
So yeah, but I'm saying I don't think Professor Potter's innocent. Because yeah, if he's looking for it, but he wasn't just looking then. We know he was in the hallways and he's been to a room full of muggle weapons.
Unless you came across them accidentally.
True.
And why
we should
would
be more investigating?
Yeah, he could be looking for the person who's kidnapping.
Honestly, dude, I just want to go to school. I legitimately thought here, and I thought it was going to be boring, and I want it to be boring. This isn't boring. I'm scared.
Why do you want school? No.
Yes. I'd rather have that than lives at risk.
So are we gonna go check out the room? Or
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Lead the way.
You guys said, yeah, where are you going? You could go to the one with the mail. You could go, or the records room. Excuse me, it's not a mail room.
Let's go to the records room.
That's where we started. That's where it started.
Choo!
Ugh.
Choo! Excuse me. Sorry. Choo!
Let's
Gosh,
do some more.
can't stop sneezing.
One more and we'll burn you as a witch.
But I'm a wizard. As you all head to the records room, you find no one is there. First and foremost,
Bless you.
it's contagious. And as
No,
you
they're all witches.
It's almost
as you
like
head
we're
in,
playing
yes, the
Harry
door is
Potter
closed. What do you guys do?
Aloha Mora!
See the door.
You cast it in the visible stretch of wall, and you don't hear anything. It just happens.
Hang on. You said it was open when you were here last time, but
Yeah,
now
no,
it's
you're right.
closed.
I think we closed it, didn't we?
I
Yeah.
thought they went out the other. Oh, they closed it behind them when they went
Yeah.
in. Sorry.
So I want to open the door, check for traps before we go through, and then walk through.
Make your investigation check.
Can I help? Because I've seen the door before.
But
You haven't seen it, only from the inside.
Well, yeah.
Not from the idea. James kind of, unfortunately, is the only one that can as of right now.
4.
Four.
Oh my gosh, we're all gonna die.
The door's perfectly normal, and it's probably been that way since you were last here.
Right, this
yesterday.
door's safe right after you guys.
I'll go first.
you have to see the first. Oh my gosh!
Dirty pun.
I'll
All
light
that-
the bullet. I'll go first.
Zach walks in, nothing happens.
Okay.
Room's still the same?
No. It is no longer a V-shaped hallway. Instead, it is you seem to be at the end of a corridor that stretches to the right.
Oh, I hate these things.
Hang on. So are we all thinking we need to find this person like really
Yeah,
hard?
can't we just
I
ask
thought we
him
were
to
looking
take
for
us
the room.
somewhere?
Ask who to take us in there.
The room.
Alright, to start off, let's all think we need the guns.
Oh, I think that all. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Not sure
Americans
I
are
trust you
weird.
with your guns, guys, but
Listen,
Is
you're not
that
really
what we're
helping
gonna look
stereotypes
for
for you guys across the pond. You know that, right?
But it's funny.
it's true.
God,
'cause
it's a
sometimes I like
little
to
bit
play into some of
funny.
the goblin myths just to see look.
Tight,
some
that was all the time for
faces.
saying
All
Yeah,
right,
see that.
here's
So-
what I
You
need
get
from
it, you
everyone.
get it.
I need everyone a wisdom saving throw.
Is this against magic?
It is not. This is something in terms of thinking.
I got a 18.
I just really want to use this feature.
16?
Then
16.
just be me, or you can
Oh!
for chicken. You got next one.
Net 20!
Nice.
That's so awesome.
My decks are rolling so good today.
19.
Last game of D&D,
19,
I played
net
my other
20.
group.
8.
8. Ooh.
Oh.
18.
11.
11. Ooh. And Zach?
I get plus
Oh, I
0
said
to
16.
wisdom.
Take sense 20. As you all are thinking, you are
Thinking really
thinking
hard.
happy thoughts. You don't notice anything immediately. And I want to know what everyone's going to do, because you think this, but nothing seems to change. Everything's still very much the
So
same.
we have to like
Walk
walk
confidently
Still
forward.
walking.
I'm just gonna keep on walking, and I'm going to be thinking room with the guns, room with the guns, room with the guns.
Where's the closest door
Hey, don't
to
we have
us?
like class?
Oh.
You have flying class in an hour, yes.
Shoot. All of us?
Down to the Quidditch pitch, yes.
We always lose track of time in these hallways.
As you all walk through, after a moment, you have made a intersection. As you are here, anyone tell me what check you want. You can either make another one of these saving throws for like thinking, you can make investigation,
Yes.
you can make perception. What do you want to do?
Nice.
I got that 20 this time.
Don't we know what responds really well to you? So maybe like you could ask it out loud or something.
Why?
I'll just think. I did think it before.
Okay.
I'll just think. What are we looking for? The room with the guns?
Oh,
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
I need the
too.
room with guns.
So I was doing the same thing and I got a nat 20.
Okay, make your roll.
18, same thing.
Oh, I even switched up the dice.
You need to, sir.
He did. He switched dice.
That's not bad.
17 for me.
Nice.
Take out a nat one.
Oh god. Take.
Four.
Take.
For you are all
Oh,
walking along.
I rolled really, really well this time. For wisdom saving throw, it's
Yeah.
17.
Still not finding anything because now you have found a crossroads that goes straight or left or right.
Oh.
Last time we relied on your sniffer, we should have done that again.
I'm going to do that wisdom saving throw one more time.
Well, why don't we just start opening doors?
Are there
We
any
can-
doors?
are
You
there
didn't
any
mention
doors?
any doors.
Not yet. You've just
Yeah,
like from what you
that's
found
right.
out is crossroads.
I vote going straight.
Oh dang it! I only got a 9.
I vote going straight.
Straight. Anyone else? Anything else?
I'm just gonna wait and see which direction James goes.
Do I roll again, or do
You
I
could
just
just
have to decide?
What do you want to do?
So we have class in how long?
An hour.
It was about an hour when you first entered.
Okay, I'll look at my watch just to make sure.
Watching's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Been a couple minutes.
Then I'm going to go left.
The way you said that makes me feel like the
Okay.
watch is also affected by the wonky time though, and we're seeing the wrong thing.
Tate follows James.
Fine,
Oh,
I'll follow
Yeah,
James.
it was
Yeah.
follow James.
Why would we split up now?
Anyone wants to can make me any sort of check. It could be a saving throw, it could be investigation, it could be perception.
I'll do
Oh,
investigation.
yeah.
I'll do investigation as well.
Or
It's a 15.
I'm
Oh,
doing
no,
a
I'm
wisdom
rolling
saving throw again. I got a dirty 20.
I got a 10 wisdom saving
I got a dirty 20 for investigation.
For investigation, what are you investigating?
I got a 21 to investigation.
Oh,
Okay.
I meant
Oh, for the wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I did.
Cool. What are you guys investigating, those who wanted to make those checks?
If there are any doors along the way.
Cool. What you're noticing is this. There doesn't seem to be anything because these walls seem to stretch. I will say this. You three, as you're investigating, and Brigitte, you would notice this.
I didn't investigate.
Oh, you
I
did
did
invest.
wisdom
Brigitte,
saving
did you
throw.
make a roll for investigation at
It
all?
was wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Then what you two are noticing is the walls seem to just duplicate. As you're going along, you're noticing these subtle like discrepancies of like, oh look, a crack in this brick, this is slightly shaped, and it just keeps repeating.
Are the illusions gonna like reach through the wall?
You reach completely solid. Nothing seems to be illusion, but it seems to just be the same over and over.
Why are they repeating?
James, what are you thinking right now?
I need the room with the guns.
And as you come along, almost blinking, you all look, and up on your left, there is now a door.
Open it.
Upon,
Voila!
upon opening it, you are back in the room with the guns, and you now also smell that slight, if not now fading stench of sulfurous egg.
Do you guys not smell that?
Nope.
No.
Well, that's
This-
awesome.
It is kind of scary.
So can I roll
Yeah,
investigation on the
Yeah.
guns? Like, signs someone's been here, or how long the guns have been here, or like any information I
Yes.
can glean
You
from
guys
the
can
names on the guns.
And then what are they registered to?
Would I be more familiar with guns than the rest of the people?
Yeah, yes you would. I mean, that's not even a stereotype.
I rolled a
So,
14, but I can type something
May
else
I
in.
do some sort of investigation check? Would it be
Yes,
a
ma'am.
lower DC or something for
Anyone
me?
can make any kind of check they want.
The
for
second
this.
one was not better.
15,
That was so close to natural 20.
not better.
Oh, come on. So do I get an advantage or something? Do I have a
No.
lower AC?
18
Dang
on
it.
investigation.
For
Just looking at the guns, seeing like how long it's
15.
been or whatever.
Can I just count the guns? That's all I want to do.
sure, go for it.
I only got an 11.
11.
Yeah, like what year they are or anything like that.
Here's what we notice. Brigitte, you notice then something first. As you're going along through, you notice that a lot of these weapons seem to be very new. That's the first thing. It's like, doesn't matter if you know gunshots. It's like that. These barely have dust.
So
They
these
don't
have
even
not
look like
been
they've
there
been
for a long time.
used. They look fresh.
That's great.
What did you get, James, before you...
19.
19. Graham, you look, and in noticing also, I would say that this seems very new in these weapons. Upon looking at these, almost all of them don't seem to have any sort of magazine or anything that could hold bullets. With the exception, James, on a 19, you find 3 guns that almost looks imperceptible, and yet when you really look closely, they have been just enough set to the side that do have magazines next to them.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll just pocket the magazines.
You pocket them.
So if
Well,
they
here,
don't have anywhere to
Check out
hold
the bullets, see if there's
guns,
anything special about them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They just seem to be normal caliber for these kind of rifles, like, or like you could assume, right? Like, hey, they look like they'd fit. You-
Okay, question. So technically they won't shoot bullets because they don't have a way to shoot them, right? Is that what I'm understanding?
At least not in this room, there's no ammo or mags.
So meaning they have no way to shoot. Is that
Yeah.
right?
They are fully
August?
functional guns until,
but no
but they
bullets.
have nothing to shoot.
Yeah, which means they might be stashing bullets somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. Graham is the only one that knows that I took the bullets.
Sure. No, yeah, like it's.
Just in case there is some mind control stuff going on.
I was thinking, what if they're trying to do what, like, okay, this is me metagaming, like what Arthur Weasley did to Muggle objects. He tried to magic them to do different things, so they wouldn't really need the ammo because they were going to try something else.
I suggested that we use guns on the first day in my class.
So
I did.
that's
I
me
did.
metagaming, sort of, because of Arthur
Zach
Weasley.
rises.
Yeah,
from the
no.
ground.
Zach had to like.
I would say-
we all know about that.
That's not even mitigate. That's a very natural. It's a very common thing for wizards to take Muggle appliances and mess with them.
Because that's why they have that whole department.
mean,
in
that's
the
why
There's
I have
a
swords.
full department. You know, your mom doesn't work with them, but like your mom would have talked about that, Brigitte, and that's a totally normal. Like, yeah, if you figure out the right magic or something.
So I wonder if they don't need those parts of the gun.
Oh crap.
Maybe.
Because they're messing with the mechanisms within them to do magic things. So, boof,
I'll say
you have
Brigitte-
a wizard, Weasley, whatever.
Brigitte and
Wizard
Zach,
thing.
you both feel like you touched very like Zach, that memory of you suggesting using guns, and Brigitte, that idea of, well, but if you can magic your way into them.
Hi, side note, I have a bit of a scary idea. I count in my head how many, I pull out my notes of every single name of the kids in my class. How many guns are there? Compared.
That's why I was
Is it
counting
exact?
actually.
Nice job. Nice job.
There are 28 students in class with you, Zach.
And
Yes.
there are.
Including myself.
Yeah, yeah.
How many guns are there?
James,
Yeah.
there are 28 guns.
I knew it. They're abducting them, so then at a certain time, and I like walk with it. So like at any time, somebody could like flip on whatever they've done to
Wait,
me,
so you
and
think
I'll take a
they've
gun.
left a spell in your head to then trigger later?
Probably.
Can they do
We
that?
need to get out of this room.
I should get out of this room.
And I'll
Is
think
that a thing?
I need the records room.
you do that because as you think it, you look around, see the door appearing behind you. All this Tate goes, guys, I smell smoke.
Not again! And I think of like records room and I like.
Oh, there's
record-
already a door open.
Yeah,
You
we're
don't-
going right now.
Yeah.
Immediately through, I'll say Tate would have closed the door to the main hallway.
Not again.
As you all pour out into the records room. Right now the door's open. You keep it closed. You keep it open.
Wait. Could we have hidden the guns somewhere else and then whoever was doing it wouldn't be able to find them?
That's a lot of guns to grab.
It's a lot.
And
Yeah,
there's a lot of
28
smoke.
guns is.
So here's my thought.
Transfiguration! You guys
Here's
know
my
thought.
transfiguration! Can you turn it into animals?
No,
We
here's
don't
my
We
thought.
haven't learned that
There
yet.
have
Okay,
been
we're
3
like
people
barely to
taken
cops.
so far, and we took 3 magazines. So if somebody else is taken, we could just go back, grab another magazine.
I want. This is what's going to be interesting. Anyone that wants can make me either a history of magic or a pure magical theory check.
Either
There's a
way,
lot
I
of
know.
information you've been presented to over a lot of sessions, and since we don't have the, like other famous D&D where it's like, oh, we're doing all of this in like 3 days.
Did you get a nat 20?
Yes. History magic.
Okay,
Well, dang, I did a
16.
16.
9 on history magic.
9.
magical theory, 19. And I don't have a -2 anymore.
15 magical fairy.
I rolled a 4.
Yay,
got the girl.
I got it.
Alright.
Tate rolled a
this
3.
many-
She's
You did
thinking
better than
magical
Tate.
theory and she's just confusing herself. 'cause-
Magic. Graham. 2 things are sticking out to you on a natural 20.
No, she's too busy thinking about. Oh, I bet I
One,
could
you're thinking
transfigure
of
into an animal.
James is the only one that can see the doors.
Mm-hmm.
He is the only one that can, as far as your understanding, even make stuff respond.
Yeah.
And it's this
Nick's trying
weird
to help
idea of something
If you're
seems
somehow the
off
BEG, I'm gonna cry.
with like sleeper age. I'm kidding. That'd be insane.
Watches Nick's like, I am?
Me?
I am unlimited
2 more
power.
sessions. 2 more sessions. I'm kidding.
Nick's face.
But the other thing that is popping out to you, Graham, as of like last night and talking about this with people, these students that are being, for better words, kidnapped, all of them are coming from the magical protections class. Ergo, they are all non-magical students.
Mm-hmm.
Zach cannot see any doors, though. James can. And you remember that there has been a lot of lies when it came to James's family and where he comes from. Without leading too much, you think there's something that is not true or that is yet to be revealed with a couple of these people.
What, like you two are related?
That's wacky.
She's 11, and I honestly
Fuck,
still am confused.
we're
I have no
related.
clue.
Yes,
Yeah.
so am I.
Well, side note, you guys already kind of know about the AWOO.
Yeah, what other secrets do you have?
Oh,
Uh,
I
my
got
parents
you.
work with magical creatures. I hate chocolate.
That's
Is
awesome.
it something? Is there something besides your family we don't know about you? Because you said the other Rosie couldn't see the doors.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you told us that you're a Rosie, or did you only tell the Gryffindor
Oh,
boys?
you guys know I am.
Okay.
He kind of
I mean,
proclaimed it while beating
So
up
it's
people.
not a family
Yeah.
thing.
Here,
Charles
James,
couldn't
ruin
see
it.
I
the
was
doors.
passed
keep all
out.
this
I
a
was
secret.
dead.
Like that kind of realization.
If there's
like that
anything
meme
about
of
me,
just
I
like-
legitimately don't know.
Oh, so you're not even like starting a conversation about it?
Nope.
Okay, so never mind. None of us.
Zach, you got a 19 magical theory.
Yeah. What's going on? What's the
In
best
terms
course
of magic,
action?
you probably have more idea than most when it comes to unwilling mental manipulation
Yeah.
and magic. I mean, it's different when it's a curse because it's a deeply rooted thing that can't be, but it's still the same concept of how curses work. Well, never mind. People haven't shared information, so I can't tell you.
What?
Sorry, no, like what I was going to say. What I am going to say instead is this. It would be insane to have big magic that could take a whole class without something being like a go-between, if that makes sense. Because no one spell can just command an army, right? You can't just wave your wand. There's no such spell that exists that you could just go, and you're now all mine. So something has to be
There has to be a medium.
A medium.
Is it guns? Eleanor's dumb. I don't know what you.
What would have happened if Eleanor had taken a gun? If Trent...
I
Zach.
don't want
Zach.
Zach to hold a gun.
No, I'm just asking, because if there's something that's going to
Should I try and touch it?
We already
Oh,
left
wait,
the-
no. Sorry. Brigitte, you said out loud your magical Arthur Weasley talking about menstruating people. Zach,
Could I have touched it?
magically speaking, it'd be hard to charm a gun. The more intense the mechanics of an item, the harder it is. Because Muggle technology and magic do not mix. That is like a constant, because there's something about things that we create mechanically versus magic, which is such a raw scientific blah. Guns are hard.
But the bullets would be easier.
It's being controlled via the bullets.
Hey,
Yeah,
so if
yeah.
you handed her one of the bullets, could we see what would happen?
No, I don't really want to. If it
Oh
does
wait, we don't
anything,
know you have them.
Yeah.
But you don't know that who has them.
Okay, so apparently it's not the guns, it's the bullets we should be looking out for.
Well, good thing there were no bullets.
Does he have to roll deception? if he
You
finds
know
it?
that's a full deception. I can't let you hide the bullets.
Here, can I help him by just being like, yeah, good thing.
No, that's
Because they both know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's legal.
yeah. No, you're right. It's legal. Help action.
Wait, do we all have to roll?
Everyone else
insight?
is rolling inside.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, I got a 19.
Can't let you hide important information.
15?
Seems inside.
Good thing we didn't have any bullets. Slides bullets further into.
Honestly, Zach,
Uh,
you just kind of done like secrets like, I
James-
don't like the feel
James,
of
what'd you
wool.
get?
15.
Brigitte, the dude has such bulgy pockets right now.
Good thing we don't have bullets. It's a really good
I'm
thing
gonna
we
go,
don't
like-
have bullets.
What's that?
I'm not gonna say anything.
You don't want to know.
Because if he doesn't,
Side problems.
Okay, we're not doing that again.
Oh, it's done. That's
Okay,
it.
Mara,
I'm
what
gonna
do you
look
do
at
the
him
other?
and go, and I'm gonna wink at him. And then I'm just gonna leave it.
What's
Wait,
the-
I'm not.
What'd you get?
19.
Nice.
I got a 15.
Cool. Zach and Lee, you see the bullets as well. You had to beat
you
a
have bullets in
15.
your pocket.
What?
Yeah. To them out.
Oh, I thought that was like.
Also, can we get out of the records room before we get in trouble?
Yeah, probably. I
Yeah,
think
what time
having
is it?
bullets here is kind of a no-no.
What time is it?
Also,
It
we leave.
is 10 minutes to 1, aka 10 minutes until your flying lesson.
So
Okay,
we should
that's
All right,
just
let's
go to-
figure this out later.
Yeah, is there a reason you two were
James,
trying to keep
Don't
this
let
from
Zach
us?
touch them.
What?
That's why I was trying to hide them.
I mean, like,
know
I
that you may have
sound
a
mind.
bomb type of thing.
Yeah, like
You don't
if
know if
these
the
are.
bullets might F with your head.
How many
Yeah.
bullets do you have?
That's a great question.
You want to count?
Yeah.
Cool. 28.
Oh
That's
my
creepy.
gosh.
I'm sorry, how many bullets do you have?
56.
No, what?
I need
Dude.
54.
Okay, no, you can't get. No, I can't love that. That's
No,
so
you know what's
cheesy.
going on?
28.
It's controlling. It's gonna kill me. The bullets are meant to kill the children.
Yes.
There's 28.
Yes.
I don't like going to school
Okay,
anymore.
time to go
Wait, I thought they
flying.
were trying to control you or something.
Nah.
Medium enchantment. Zach, on your magical theory, you're realizing they could be magically enchanted to control.
Yeah.
Something for mass mental manipulation.
So,
Okay.
hang on, if we took them
Mm.
to McGonagall or something, could they find the spells on them?
Well, honestly, I
Might.
don't trust anyone anymore.
So do we
Flying
just like...
lesson as
Yep.
as Zach's
we
running
just have
down the
to
hallway.
destroy them somehow.
Flying lesson.
Let's talk about this after
We
class.
could just chuck them in a fireplace.
Yeah, see if
Yeah,
they melt.
perfect. Yeah, melt
They
that.
go
out.
off
don't
first.
put bullets in a
yeah.
fire.
I'm sorry, I've never two bullets, and we're gonna be like,
Put fire fireworks in a fire.
Well, no, because their fire works. Bullet does not.
It's
It's
just
not a
it's
fire.
just
a tiny firework that goes.
Okay, never known this.
Guy.
Why are you coming
Well,
after
so we're
me?
having this argument as
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are already in class. Flying lessons come and go. Oliver Wood teaches you
I
all.
fell off my
Hey, does
broom
Oliver
a
smell
few
like anything?
times.
Huh?
Oliver, does he smell like anything?
We already know who put off the trap. Why would it matter?
Well, no, there could be more teachers in on it.
Well, but
It's a
Graham only
single
saw
use
one
trap,
person in
though.
the
Single-use
entrance, and
trap.
the trap only
That's
could have
true.
gone off for that one person, so no one else would smell. Even if they were.
I just don't really want to be awkwardly caught
Sniffing more,
people
Professor.
again.
Sniff your professor.
Oh, that's so creepy.
That's some
Hints
lovely
of-
cologne.
After a lovely flying lesson, very cold though, and ends no, just about the
For
hour.
the heck of it, for the flying lesson, can I roll and see if I get room proficiency?
Go, go, go.
Athletics
Little
check.
goblin girl. Go, 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 go.
With
Well,
advantage
I
from
need
your
that.
class.
Oh yay!
I kind of want to try it once.
Oh,
I know I'm going to fail. I have
Go for it.
athletics, you say?
Yeah.
It's a 15, so I'm getting closer.
I got a 7.
Tides of chaos. I mean,
I will Tides of Chaos just for
Do
the
it.
heck of it. I don't think it's gonna happen.
and then Wild Magic
Oh,
Surge, it's reset to 1.
That's 20! Yeah!
I have to Wild Magic though because you that 20 did. Like,
Okay.
can I say that? Is that
Yeah.
fair? That's
fair.
That's
Then
just
I know
fair.
I'm
Fine.
Cinematically, that makes sense.
That was amazing.
Wild Magic has to go off with like that. I mean, all right, come here, Wild Magic
That
table.
was amazing.
That was so lucky.
Yes, it was.
Alrighty. The number is wow. That's a very high number. 9,955.
That is indeed a very high number.
It's like it's something that makes her even better with brooms.
Right?
You are the broom.
This could be our first bad thing.
Sure.
I hope it's not, but it could be.
Some kid just drops dead.
Oops.
Fun fact: I may or may not have rotated the page. I don't know how I did it. So let me just.
Isn't it like
Control Alt and then
Control Alt up.
arrow.
And then control R arrow.
Yeah.
Nope.
Is it
All
control
right.
Windows arrow
Where-
or
Or
Windows
Control
Alt?
Shift.
Might be Control Shift up.
Yeah, try Control Shift up.
The target.
He's
Uh-oh,
just
the
reading
target?
it.
That sounds like damage.
Try Control
Why are
Shift
you
up.
laughing? Something terrible happened. I'm so
Oh
scared.
no.
Do I die? I have
As
my
you
hit
are all
points.
flying, Zach, it's not like natural. You are being very aggressive because it's just that outward stress of like, I don't want to be
I
my.
don't want to be controlled.
And you keep ramming hard into Mara as you go down.
Sorry.
After a moment, Mara, as Zach comes like
On your
zooming
left.
into you, you
What'd you call it out?
leap as he goes. Zach, you go through as Mara. You just like Frogger leap up, down, hit the broom. You just. Yes! Lightning shoots out of your finger, strikes the Whomping Willow. The Whomping Willow bursts into flames as the willow just as it is the tallest tree in the nearest vicinity that Alva went, holy sh-! Immediately zipping through, augmenting like crazy as the tree is like burning and flinging around wildly.
Sorry, I'll apologize to the tree from not
August.
very far away.
It should be Control Alt up arrow.
Okay.
Control Alt up arrow.
Control Alt up arrow.
That
Yeah,
way.
no, it's just full. Alright.
So we were right. The
I
first
can
time.
close it down.
Whoa,
But
whoa,
yes,
fire.
the tallest tree in the area now bursts to the ground over the course of 3 rounds.
Wait, so it's like going to be gone, completely burned?
It's not burned away, but it has burned to
Yikes.
crispy, gross.
That's hilarious.
But I have group proficiency now.
I feel like the whole thing is like, did you do this? And our party's like, maybe, because of all the crazy stunts we've pulled in it.
Perhaps
Mayhaps we did that.
I'm not
the
sure. if we did
Whomping
at this
Willow
point.
is a charred husk of a tree. Every so often, a twig like moves and then just snaps and falls to the ground.
I mean, it can't let us students now.
It was supposed to protect us.
From what? It's not doing a very good job.
It was a distraction from the tunnel to the shrinking shack.
Oh, hey guys, we could go to the Shrinking Shack now. That'd be fun.
We could already go to the tree.
We
have a tunnel that will take us there.
Wait, I thought they swapped around though.
New ain't always better.
Huh?
I thought
Well,
the
but
tunnel
if you
swapped around though, so we
maybe.
Well, we could just think.
Oh crap! Right, the
yeah,
tree's on
'cause
fire.
it was-
No,
Oh, the tree's still on fire. Yeah, no.
That's hilarious.
Afterwards,
That was amazing.
Overwood approached you. Just right. We're not going to be flying any more today. Apparently, lightning is striking. And,
Did he not notice the lightning come out?
no,
of
who's
his
going to
finger?
notice a random lightning out of someone's finger hitting a tree? Like,
you know.
I know.
You know.
I know.
You sent a child to Mungos. You burned down the bumping willow.
Okay, I don't regret the child. Well,
I'm a lover of trees, not children.
well, I'm not a lover of children who try to murder me and my family.
I mean,
The
I'm a
tree
lover
probably
of cats,
tr-
not humans.
I mean, the tree probably would have tried to murder you.
Okay, then I don't feel bad about the tree either.
There we go. As now
Or has no
the
conscience.
Whomping Willow has now been burned down. It's gonna have a while to heal. Jeez Louise.
I think that's amazing.
It
That's
sounds
so
like this
funny.
one was intentional.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Apparently there's lightning coming from the sky.
But now you know the price of learning broom proficiency is
the
destroying
well
an
worth.
ancient school traditional
It'll grow
tree.
back.
It's not even that ancient.
August, as
That's
we're
true.
on our way back from
Decades of
class,
time.
I'm gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna look for someone with a
In a
wand.
school
Can I
that's
try to
over
like do a
1,000
Spelliarmus on them?
Go for it. Go
I'm
for
trying
it
to get
aloud.
the spell back.
Class
Look for
ended
carry
early
ball. Look
when
for carry ball.
as class ended early due to
Cannot get this.
you. Expelliarmus.
Hang on.
Nothing.
So when I see her do Spelliarmus, can I try it on her just to be like, oh, we're practicing now?
Sure, you and Leah both make it. No, I think you can both.
You guys
make
are
it.
just using her as your punch.
I got a 19 plus 3.
And this is magical.
20
I hate you.
Magical theory.
Can I try?
Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna Tides of Chaos it.
Good one.
Alex.
Bridget's
I wanna
wand just
try.
shatters.
That's 14.
I'm master.
Okay.
I
Can
wanna
you
try.
not both practice on me at the same time?
Because
Go for it, Zach.
I'm seeing a very good prank come out, and I'm like, I'm supposed to have fun, aren't I? Spelliarmus. Oh my gosh, that's an 18! Please tell me it works! Please!
As Mara and Leah, you guys just Expelliarmus, and it's like enough that like hops out of your hand, Brigitte, and you have to keep catching.
Hey, there's
So it's just- You made her so mad she turned Italian! Oh my gosh! Zach, you're just like, yeah! Big on! Yeet! I look, yeet! Expelliarmus,
I'm
yeet!
getting mad because, like, seriously, be like, Zach!
And
you
you
can do
all
it!
boom! The wand goes flying off.
So it doesn't work? You just
Zach, like, is still on top of
Zach.
the room.
As-
And it's just screaming
Just
at the top
have
of their
fun.
lungs. Just
have fun!
Graham.
I'm gonna go search for my wand.
no. Sorry,
I cannot see the door.
Mm.
Wait, what?
Graham's realization has just come to fruition in terms of some
That
other stuff.
Zach is, in fact, a wizard, but still can't see the door. So it's not to do with, like, being magical or not.
Yeah.
Well, we're all magical, so.
Well, as far as they know, Zach is a no match.
like my entire
Right, but
life,
the
ever
thing
since
is,
the incident.
None
I've
of
been
us
magic.
could see it anyway, even though we were magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if we ever get into like memory
So why is
jumping
that
shiz,
different?
do not look at the incident. Just don't.
It's just important to know. James is the only one that can see anything and do anything.
Right.
Have we ever
I'm
seen James
frustrated.
do magic? Is James non-magical?
That'd be a one.
Hey, can you do something real quick?
No, you've seen him do magic.
He's definitely
Okay,
done
that's
that
what I
shit.
thought. I'm like,
Then what makes
I
him
think it has
different?
something to do with your little family business.
But what about
My
it?
little family business. I mean, my mom works for the ministry.
I'm talking about how your pants did. He just made.
But Charles couldn't see the door either, right?
Charles really
So
good.
it's
I mean, he
probably
also,
not a family thing.
Then what's going on?
I don't know.
You don't
Um,
even know because I'm keeping this all a secret.
well, no, that's fair.
no, but we do know that he can see
Yeah.
the door, and
Oh.
Zach is
so
still
we don't know
screaming
if
at the top of
anybody
their
else who
lungs.
can.
And hopefully,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
my sister also in this lesson?
Charles can see. Or excuse me, James can see the door. Charles cannot.
Yeah. We already. Oh,
We already
wait, no.
established that.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, he was the one that fought Charles.
Yeah.
But Charles.
He found out when he was
I
talking
found
to
out that Charles couldn't see the
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
but
I'm
I
saying.
thought you.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
did
you shared that
communicate.
information.
Yeah.
Yes,
you
that.
did? Okay.
Yes, it was shared. That's why I'm like, I'm trying to make.
So we do all know this.
Yeah.
We
Enough,
all
I
know
yes.
communicated that.
So
Yes.
Mess is in this flying lesson too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's-
we're so-
exactly. Yeah,
Good,
oh, yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm still like, I'm screaming. And
Oh, you and your twin are having so much fun.
So it's probably not. If it's lineage based, it's not James's father's side.
No.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
I see. But that face means it's not lineage based.
I will have one last check because it's not something you might naturally completely think about, but it's something very close.
You got this.
Now
You
that
got
it's
this,
been
please.
completely
Don't blame
confirmed
me if it's
that
cursed.
Zach's not a muggle.
And again, why
He's
does this
not
matter
lineage.
to whatever is being figured out?
Okay, what kind of role is this again?
I'm so nervous.
History magic.
History of magic.
Please. Not 20 this. No.
14.
Dang it.
I mean, if you guys talk about some stuff, you might be able to
What do
figure
you
some
mean
stuff out.
talk about some stuff? Like,
I have
He's
no
saying
idea.
He
he
needs
should
Mason's
start
Yeah.
keeping secrets enough like he knows things
Mason!
that we don't know.
Share secrets!
Alright,
Hey,
Zach.
Graham, I'm gonna slit your throat.
Hey,
No.
Graham, I'm gonna kill you.
Now that I know I can do this thing.
Okay, after the little celebration that Zach can do magic, then I'm
Do
gonna
laps.
unload this info.
And I'll say, you all have the rest of the evening free,
So,
you're
hey, guess what? You're an actual wizard. You ain't no mage.
Well, I mean, it's also no shame to be no mage either.
No, but you can do freaking magic.
Yes, I can!
Candy, anyone?
I mean, well, yeah, sure.
Wait,
Uh,
will this make me puke for hours?
It was only because he ate the whole thing. I thought you
As
made
honey
a dosage.
jokes. It's
Will you
nothing
take
like
a bite of this
Weasley's.
first?
It's like-
Ooh,
It's honey, dears.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Taylor said, but like, were you ever in doubt? Because both your parents are wizards, man. I mean, you're
Well,
just weird.
oh, I have to. Okay, so you know the whole shebang, shaboom, shabong.
I have no idea what
Face
you're talking about.
He was. They were
My
pointing to their
stars. Blanc.
Yeah.
Blanc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really
So,
cool.
that kind of happened when I was a kid. I was like 6, 7, and I could like, you know how like when you're 6, 7, you can kind of do stuff like, oh, the hair, it won't grow when you cut, like you cut it and it grows back the same day, you know, like that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
That stopped happening to me
Mhm.
after,
Mhm.
and I don't know why. And so then I was deemed no mage for years. Because they just thought it was
But
like
you-
a fluke.
Could
Like,
just
don't
be a
magic.
I'm guessing it was just a trauma thing. You kind of repressed
So-
it.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
So here's what I'm curious about. James, what makes you different?
yeah. Why?
Absolutely
It's-
nothing.
Not
His main
trauma,
character
apparently.
complex.
It's main character. Well, that's my psychology. But I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, take us on
No,
a mini
he's not
rant for
gonna-
10 minutes.
What's different? Sorry? Like,
I don't
Are
know.
there any checks we can make?
Because I mean, both of my parents are wizards.
history of magic checks.
Sorry. I will chill.
I mean, I got a 6, but that's sick.
That's two of
Damn
them.
it.
You got it at 22?
Yes! The sentence!
We're gonna get all the
Not
information.
I got
twenty
the-
squared.
Awesome, Brigitte!
6.
14.
14.
I was like, there's no way. I'm
Take
not
it.
rolling
Take
all
out a
day.
1. Tay's thinking. He be thinking.
Oh,
He's
okay,
actually
you
looking
chose.
at
He's looking through his psychology textbook.
Brigitte and Leah.
Yes.
All of you can do magic. All of you have varying types of wands. All of you have varying skill sets. Charles can't see the door. James can see the door.
James has a house elf.
Charles probably.
James has a house elf, and James has. Let me put it this way. Brigitte,
Money?
your parents are both wizards.
Yeah.
Zach's parents are both wizards. Leah, your parents are both
Are
wizards.
you not a pure blood?
Graham, you have a wizard dad.
Yeah.
Muggle mom. You can't see the
still
door.
can't see the doors.
You have.
When they start asking me that, I'm just gonna storm off.
You just book it.
Yeah.
Is he Muggle born?
No.
No, hear me out. You know what I do?
But his
Petrificus Totalis!
Oh! Give me a magical theory, magical theory.
I know!
This could really backfire on you, and that'd be hilarious.
17!
17 doesn't. It's a brand new spell.
Oh,
Like,
come on!
like that's you can't just like instant like.
Wait, are his parents?
But you just don't know. And your hand just goes like up in the air. Like
Are his
what?
parents Muggle-born?
He's gone.
I'm gonna go after him.
No, we're chasing this.
Yes.
This is no fun. We're chasing him.
And
Hey,
a bunch of people walking after her very quickly. It's like
Not to be
Crumb from
ashamed
the fourth
about
movie where
my-
you see him walking and then that whole group sits.
Yeah,
I
my
thought
my
your
dad
parents
is
were
a
Death
Muggle
Eaters.
actually.
Yeah, that's not possible, right? Because they
Unless
were
we're your
Oh, no, my
uncles
dad,
and
my
aunt-
mom.
like, I wonder, maybe his parents weren't Death Eaters. Maybe they're just related to
Doesn't
Death
his
Eaters.
parents work with my parents in the Ministry of Magic?
Do they?
Yes.
Unless he was adopted or
Dude,
something.
can we just talk about this
James,
instead?
were you adopted? Mark's gonna be like, James, were you adopted?
It's like, okay, so it starts with like, wait, are you a mudblood? Are your parents born
We
from
didn't say
mudblood? Like
mudblood.
all these things, or like,
Yeah,
or-
or-
yeah.
yeah.
And then they start asking if I'm adopted,
Adopted.
and I just start speeding up.
It's
Okay, we're
Come on,
Let's
James.
no! Expelliarmus! Too late!
What's
late.
done?
Did we know about this? Should
You know
we
what I'm doing now?
curse?
I'm putting my wand away, and I am like full. I am just taking it.
I will have to say, James, Zach's probably gonna catch up with me.
I pull out the bullets. No, just
No,
kidding.
Yes!
I'll do Expelliarmus on his wand because I want to try and grab it so that it's like, hey, you gotta come back.
I am wanting this is
22! 22!
You feel your wand go. I will say,
Can I do like a check to see if I can grab it?
Tate's flippendoing you, so he's tricking
Oh.
you.
I'm gonna go get his wand. I'm
you're
gonna tell
attacking
him.
Well,
No,
it's
I'm
more
not
like
attacking him.
everyone
get him to
immediately
stop.
catches
If
up.
I have his wand, he's not going to be like, oh,
Have
I'll
you
just
seen the
ignore
My Hero
everyone.
movie?
What?
James, you are like sitting on the ground and everyone has surrounded you.
James,
Leah,
James.
you're holding his
Yeah.
wand.
James, are you okay?
Yeah.
Liar.
I need me a constitution.
I know
save
trauma
for
when
that.
I see it.
Oh!
Oh, for the flippendo.
Oh.
It's yeah.
Constitution. 13.
You're fine, but you're definitely on the ground. It's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay if you're adopted.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm not, but
So
Really?
it would be okay.
are you Muggle-born?
Hey, what's
That's
sorry,
actually
off
really cool.
topic.
It's
What's
really
that name of
good
your
transfer.
house elf?
Webby.
Webby.
Come on! And he says come right you say Webby. I'm gonna make a roll real quick. Webby appears.
Almost all
Right,
of you
Webby.
were like, Webby, is he adopted?
You had a house elf? Wait,
Yeah,
you
he
know
does.
you were
He's actually
adopted, and we
pretty
were lying about
crazy
that
about it.
too.
Webby just appears right next to you. Yes, Master. Oh, a lot of people.
Is he adopted?
Is he adopted?
Webby, tell them the truth. I'm not adopted.
Oh, they didn't
Oh.
tell you.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with the house elf?
It's okay, Webby.
She
That
can't.
would be so
She
funny.
can't tell the truth when she does that. So it means that
would you rather not like a crumpet?
she's just trying to redirect the conversation.
Of course I'll take a
because she
crumpet,
knows
Webby.
she's
Oh,
adopted.
good. Webby will get a crumpet from Master James.
None of
Webby, what's the
Webby,
truth?
answer the question though.
Oh, what?
Can you didn't
he adopted?
finish his first command. Like, answer the question. Tell the truth.
Yeah,
Guys, I think we know.
I'm not adopted. I mean,
James. Can I do an insight check on him? And can I have advantage because of
Webby, you're dismissed. Webby, you're dismissed.
Webby, but you
Dismissed.
You
Okay.
did give me a command, Master. Master has been always loved in the household, and we love Master so much. Master is like a son to the Master,
Like
the
a
Master and
son.
Mistress of the Black Household. They love you so much. Goodbye.
Dude, I think you're
I'm gonna get up.
adopted.
I'm gonna get up and just start walking.
Dude, I think you're
I don't
adopted.
have one.
Dude.
You don't have your own, but you can just start walking away.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay, he might need some time to process without like all of us, but one of you in his dorms should probably buddy system.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't want people to get
Whoever's gonna annoy him
You see,
most
Tate
right
just like,
now.
oh right, we are being actively attacked as children. Yeah, let's go find him. Yeah.
So like my suggestion is basically Gryffindor boys can like go make sure he doesn't get attacked, but I don't
Nice.
think all of us ganging up
Because
on
also
him.
I think
that's a
you're
good idea.
B-U-L-L-E-T. S's.
B-U-L-L. eat.
Oh goodness.
Oh, bullet. That's
Just
how you
don't
spell
make them talk
bullet.
about it right now.
Shh. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'll tell you more later.
Yeah, hand me his wand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Give the one back. You guys felt we're going to start with you four. As they leave, you guys have interesting information.
I feel so bad he didn't know he was adopted.
Potter is not Muggle-born. So
Does anybody know what his favorite tree
So
is?
that means the person who is using them, other than Professor
Muggle-born.
Potter, is Muggle-born. Is Professor What's-His-Face Muggle-born?
Tub.
Top.
Have you
Oh,
ever
King
asked your
Tut.
professor?
Wait. Hear me out. We know there are all the student records because I remember like we've all gone
Yeah,
into student
there's
records.
gonna be
Would
professor
student records and stuff like would there be professor records that would tell us like who their parents were and whether they were wizards?
If you go and check.
Can we go do that? Let's go do that
Let's
research.
go.
Awesome. We're gonna start there, as the Gryffindor voice would naturally probably be like that kind of walk. James. The four of you
James.
immediately head back to the student
I'm gonna
record
pull
room.
Cody, and you like jump out the window.
The four of you, please go ahead and give me investigation checks as you're looking for information about people.
Yo, 18.
I only got a 15.
18, 15.
Sorry, I was making.
Hey, watch this. Oh.
Oh, that's a 22 investigation.
Dang.
And Brigitte.
It's like a 4 plus. Whatever.
Wait.
No, your rolls
August.
tonight. I'm so
I
sorry.
got I got 3 successes on Expelliarmus.
You have. That's why you were able to get the wand out.
Yes.
I have Expelliarmus. That's
Zach, as you butt trip, your
goes-
wand falls,
It
hits
turns
ground,
into an 8. I don't know.
papers go flying.
I
Mara,
thought you meant like my wand is a.
you grab some of the papers.
Can I give up because I can't find anything and practice Expelliarmus on Zach?
You can't.
The paper starts spinning like in Harry Potter.
No, there's no
Zach.
guarantee. It might not work.
Give me the paper. Poof, and your wand flies out of your hand as Brigitte's in the corner. Just expel.
5.
5. It's no. That's even better.
I take my wand.
Brigitte,
Spell
your
the
wand kind of like hops out of your hand.
So, info.
I'm supposed to be a technique wizard too. This is not fair.
You find
Oh wait.
on a
Oh,
22
Yeah.
Garamond Top in the teacher's records. Upon looking at this, what you are noticing, Mara, is 2 things. That Garamond Top has been written down as having 2 wizarding parents. But on a 22, beating my DC of 21, you get the strong impression based off of that very intense goblin intuition and insight even into how paper and font work, that is not the same font, if ever so slightly, than the rest of the paper.
Ooh. It was
Revelio paper.
Revelio.
Paper burst into flames.
Zach, you touch paper, nothing happens.
Dang. I should probably learn actual spells.
So, guys, technically it says Professor Top has wizard parents, but I think it's forged. And I'm gonna like show them and explain the intricate differences of like, well, this is Times New Roman, but this is Garamond, which is funny because that's his name.
Oh,
That is in fact the name of a father.
No.
Yeah.
I know! That's sorry.
Yeah, I know you
I
named him
spent too
on.
much time on Word.
Well, I had a professor who that was his favorite font. But anyway.
As you guys look
No,
into the
so canon
intricacies
in my
of
universe is he forged the stuff that he forged in Garamond,
Yeah.
and that was his tell.
yeah,
Yeah, you should have just used the same font.
That's
Yeah,
what it
right?
is.
this doesn't have to be canon. That's what happened.
thought he was-
Sorry,
that is?
I don't know why you're like. Oh, but what if? Yeah.
No, I'm saying this is canon. I know you set it up
Yes,
this way.
so-
I'm going
That's
to.
amazing,
God, he
that's
thought he was
amazing.
clever, but he was a fool.
Yeah.
Hang on. Can we like take this to McGonagall and be like, look, he forged all this?
What
That's proof.
would it prove?
Well, we should hold
I'm
on
sorry,
to it. It's
but
kind of
what
like
would
with
it prove?
gathering
Yeah, I'm
evidence.
definitely keeping it.
We should probably keep it.
That's a good idea.
Because evidence.
But
is
now we know
just-
it's him.
Yes.
Okay, your professor is terrifying.
Woo!
But if he's Muggle-born, why would he be
Again, I
targeting
don't know.
people who don't have magic? Because obviously his parents wouldn't have had magic.
Or is he?
Or is
Well,
he
unless
kind
he
of
just
almost
wants
like
to
James
use them
been
to
lied
kill the
to?
wizards for revenge on the wizards.
You never know what what he knows.
I mean, like, there could be a lot of harboring stuff from...
Gryffindor boys, as you run back, we are going to be able to catch up to James right when we enter the common
Lord,
room.
James.
Sorry, that means Gryffindor. Every
James,
time
you have been
switch
brisk walking, and I have to ask, what are you thinking though right now?
Well, pretty much thinking these people are idiots. They believe that. And then I sent you a text about what I wanted to do.
Oh.
This is actually really
Oh,
cool.
sorry, I
because
thought
his
that was from
parents,
someone else.
The fact that they went and adopted a Muggle-born.
It could have been that he was in a wizard. Okay, if I can play what I would think would happen, he could have been in a wizarding, like, orphanage of sorts because he was displaying.
But still, they
magical
would have had
abilities.
records saying, "Oh yes, this child was born of
Yeah.
these parents." So the fact that they adopted a Muggle-born.
We found this little meat sack with
It's
meat
pretty
sacks
cool.
that can't do magic.
Because that means that they actually have changed quite a bit.
James,
from
as
the
you
other days.
enter the
Or
common
just
room,
PR.
They are not really.
I'm just thinking poor Wabby.
Graham, you and Tate are close behind.
Unless they
But
were
as you
actual
crawl through the
people,
portrait
they
hole,
changed the name because
you
it's a
see
Jersey.
that James has already headed upstairs, possibly to your dorm. Would you follow or would you wait?
I might just wait in the common room for a little bit.
Cool. Tate's gonna wait with you too. It's that like social cue of, all right, we're not going up. I'm not gonna go up too.
Till it's like 2 a.m.
You were
just-
able to do the second thing
Okay.
and the
That's
first. Yeah.
essentially just going to say, I know, period, everything, period. I need an explanation.
Oh.
You send that off.
Oh my god.
Hours pass. Dinner passes. And dinner concludes. The study times after have well waned almost into the night. James has yet to come down into the common room. I'll say Tate and you have been like maybe just like playing Wizard Show, just like chilling.
Yeah.
Hasn't come down.
Alright. I think it's time to go check.
What has he become?
Should we bring him food?
I'm sure it wouldn't hurt.
Well, you
Alright,
shouldn't
I mean,
leave.
I've got like an
Oh.
extra like cracker in my pocket. I'm sorry, do you have food? He's
No,
like,
don't.
yeah,
Vicky
right.
Tate.
Okay, here we go. Knock at the door,
We bring a
and
cracker.
you, as you two open, you see that James is sitting in his bed, or rather, you can assume because the posters have all been drawn, and someone is sitting in them. Hey, buddy.
Gonna knock on the bedpost. Buddy, you alright?
Oh yeah, I'm
Got
lit.
Got you some
Mamma
food.
mia.
As he drops his wand.
James, you see a cracker push through the curtains and just drops onto the bedspread and the hand retreats.
I'm 11.
Don't you still have this one?
Yeah, we also got this for you.
I'll slip it in.
So,
We know you're going through a lot. We're here for you, buddy.
we
You
are.
read psychology
Oh, my
books.
voice
What do
right
we do?
I'm just saying that in times of crisis, it's important to have a healthy support system. And we, as close friends, are supporting you. I don't know, man. Okay, it was like 4 chapters. It's not even a book. It's like a pamphlet. Okay. What,
I love Tate. He's so cute.
Look, buddy, we're here for you. You can feel free to tell us whatever you want whenever you're ready.
anything you want.
Awkward boy.
Bam! With a pop, Wabby appears on your bed next to you. You see Wabby has a definite bandage around his head,
Oh.
and is holding a little platter with a letter.
No, Webby.
What happened to your head, Wabby? I'll take the letter.
Wabby disappears.
You should write in one of those letters that Wabby did not tell you.
I probably should.
You open the letter, and it reads such. Our dearest James, we do wish that we could have been home to talk to you about this at a later date. We understand that school and children must be difficult, but as you are a very capable and competent man, we hope you understand that the circumstances of one's birth mean nothing to our eyes. And it is why we have adopted the family name Black to carry on a wonderful tradition of love and magical acceptance. Please understand that we did not wish any harm to you and that we love you. Your mother and father, their names.
Oh my gosh, your parents are such snobby good people.
Love it.
They are.
Yeah.
You see,
Melissa comes to house.
there is a slight addendum. Sorry, I gotta make sure I say this. We chose the most wonderful child we could, and I want you to always remember this. Bethany Black, your mom. That's it. You guys have heard the popping and everything and like the best friend and like just silence for like I would say a good half
You hear
hour.
what happened to your head, Wabby? Bop.
Yeah. And it's not like
You okay?
Oh, I'm lit.
right.
And I'm gonna start studying.
You said
What
that
you
the
guys don't
first
know
time.
is that's Nick's real go-to.
It is.
How's your day at work?
Oh,
Always lit.
Not even kidding. Not even kidding.
Tate
That's too
slowly just kind of opens the curtain. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Was
Oh
Wabby
my
here?
gosh.
I'm totally bringing in my own defense mechanisms here.
Um,
Did they have Quidditch tonight?
Oh, Nick.
hey, bud. You're acting really too happy right now. Mate, I think
Happiness makes
it's
the bad things
okay
go
to
away.
be sad.
Well, of course it is, but I'm not, so.
Oh
I'm Scottish, we don't do
I'm
feelings!
sorry, like, what do you say to that?
Well, good night to you.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah.
what book are you reading? That looks fun.
Yeah.
It is a pure Minecraft book. I just gotta, like, you don't see the title, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
I got it on Diagon Alley.
Nice.
Nice,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, well here, you've had a long day, we'll let you get some sleep.
Oh.
You're good. You're doing good.
Will do. Sleep well, pals.
Pals.
You too, buddy.
Right?
He's using terms
Off
of
to bed.
endearment.
Tate slowly just draws the curtain.
They hear just slight sobbing.
It's like, it's more the breathing pattern where you're just,
Oh.
and that's all you hear
You
the
guys
entire
are
night.
depressing me. No. 11-year-old boy is just sobbing because he's like, I was adopted.
He's just having
Why
a
didn't
total
they
existential
tell me?
crisis.
So the thing is, your parents chose you. They wanted you. Instead of, well, we got pregnant and we made the best of what we.
So here's
I'm
what's fun.
serious.
I mean, no, that's a very fair, yes. This,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point, Leah. Thank you for bringing that up.
I actually did something good. Cool.
James, as you read this book well into the night, as you read through, you finish the book. No notes, no clues, no nothing. Everything in this book just seems like very thinly veiled hate, even. Just, I'm calling it as a, like, no matter who you are, you can be like, oh wow, this person does not like non-magical folks at all. And as you finish, you see the final and the final words that, as Ryan is just like, and thus concludes these writings. Let all wizards remember Purus Totalis. Thank you. Written Verdana Top.
Yo!
What does that mean?
Top, the same last name.
Oh,
as-
Verdana.
Oh.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much for everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Oh my